And then if somebody wants to kind of give a little summary of where we're at, because you guys are about to jump in combat, and the two that missed last week may want to be caught up. So I'll let you do that while I get ready.
Please do, because it's been a month since I've played this campaign.
Okay, did you guys go to the jungle with us before? What's the last thing you did?
I did.
Okay, so we're back in the jungle area again.
Okay.
We found a map and a book that was like a evil tome on how to make mummies.
Right.
And we were trying to get that destroyed, but somebody stole it. And then we're back. I think I can't quite remember. I think the map led us back here or something.
Yes. Yeah, the map led us here.
And there was this weird like darkness trap that we had to use ropes to get through. It was really weird. I don't know. We barely made it. And then we got in here and we almost got farted to death.
Okay.
What was it? What were the beetles called?
They're bombardier beetles.
Bombardier beetles. Yeah.
Bombardier.
Yeah, and they fart fire at you or something.
Yeah, and it's so the bombardier beetles would they would fart some chemicals at you or something that would burn you, and it was so loud that it would either stun you or deafen you. Which reminds me, I need to advance time by at least 2 turns because you guys searched and all that, and now the fire the deafness is expired from Sir Finfall now, so because he got deafened. So, anything else?
Well, after we fought those beetles, we started moving around again, and we've reached this point, and this new monster started heading towards us. And I think we're in for a pretty big battle at this point.
Yeah, they need a better way to share images. I don't know how to do it very easily. May just be.
I forgot we left off on a cliffhanger last week. I forgot.
Yeah, that was this thing coming at us. That was the cliffhanger. So we knew that tonight we were going to go straight into battle.
All right. Anybody else have any questions before we get going? Everybody can see the map. Everybody knows where their tokens are.
All good.
All right.
I don't see the bad guy though. Oh wait, is that him?
That's because you can't. Yeah, where that thing is right now is where he's at.
Okay.
So you guys can roll initiative, and you can roll for Gunther Jala if you would like.
Okay. Do we just see one bad guy? Is that it?
That's all you see right from where you're at. Yeah. Oh, look at that. I got that in the text. That is useful. All right. It looks like Tim gets to go first. Everybody else has rolled. And let me get a little of this. Is that going? It is. We don't like that. Let me get something else.
Can I ask a quick question?
Absolutely.
How do I switch between characters? So like if I do shift T to target somebody, I did it and it was Jalaman, but how would I do it for Gunthrid?
How would you target for Gunthrid?
Yeah.
You have to click his token first, don't you?
Oh,
Yeah,
I click his token. I see.
I don't know if clicking his token and then selecting lets you target. I've never actually, again, I've never played as the client, so I don't know how it works.
Oh, he can't see it anyway. Okay.
Right. So what you can do, if there's some thing that it's not letting you do, what you can do is down at your bottom left where it says, you can change your user configuration on the bottom left. Right click your token, and then you can select. Actually, it doesn't show him there, but if you release your character and then select him, it should let you do it. But if you don't need to, don't. Just kind of.
I think we're good. I think I got it figured out.
Okay. So one of the things that I'm going to remind you guys of, Tim, you may be a little confused because you can't see anything.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's because there's trees and vines all over the place. If you moved like one step further, it would allow you, like the where it's clear where you're at right now, it's because you're underneath it. but if you moved, you would be able to see under the next area. So the vision is very restrictive. So you can move a little bit, but you can only see what you can see in the area that you're in. So.
All right, very appropriate for a jungle. All right, so you have to unpause it for me to move, because that's what I'll do.
Sorry, yeah.
There we go. That's unknown actor. Is this the monster here?
Yes, it is. It's a giant shambling mound of vegetation.
Nice. I haven't run into one of those in a while. All right.
It's a swamp thing.
So I moved about 5 feet. I forget what rulings you were using there. I'm assuming I can't cast now that I've moved.
Yeah, anytime you move, you can't cast at all. So,
Gotcha. All right.
yeah.
So I'll wait
There
till next
are
round then.
there are move and attacks and various things, but yeah, no casting if you move at all. So,
Very good.
okay.
All right. So let me get to the combat tracker and hit next.
Alrighty, surf and fall. No, it's Jason. Sorry.
That's okay. I can't see it either. I could move up a certain amount and then hold my rest of my turn, or should I just hold my turn now? Probably. I'll just hold my turn now.
Okay, surf and fall.
All right. How far away is Jalaman from me? Is that what, 10 feet? 5 feet?
5, a little over 5 feet, maybe. I mean, he's probably 1 square from you.
Okay. I want to
10 feet.
toss him something, and then head straight towards this creature that's coming.
Okay.
So giving him or handing him or throwing him something, is that going to take my turn? Or
No, so it depends. What are you throwing to him to begin with?
I want to throw a wand to him.
Okay,
A
so
wand
you're
of cure wounds.
you're pulling out your wand, you chucking it, and then you're moving towards the
The
thing.
monster. Yep.
Okay, you can do all that, but you won't be able to attack when you get to the creature. You'll be ready for next round.
All right, no problem. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go
Okay.
ahead and toss him the wand. Then
Alright,
I'm
so
going to go ahead and move.
You'll need to open a trade and do all that business to get it on him. So
Okay. All right, let me do that.
you can go ahead and move and end your turn, and we can move on to the next person while you're doing that.
Oh, okay. All right, no problem.
I can change the grid to be a little more visible, if that'll help. Let's see.
Okay,
All right, I'm
Gunthrid
gonna go
rolled
ahead
initiative for his warhammer, but he can't see the target, so he's just gonna move up until he can see something.
So what I would say is you can get Gunthrid in a position to where he can see the thing, but he won't be able to attack.
Yeah,
This
that's
round,
what
next
I was
round.
gonna do. That's what I was
Yeah,
gonna do.
just move him up next to Surf and Fall, and you're good.
Okay, I got the wand.
All right.
All right. You hear them
If you wanted him to be
moving
able to
on.
attack, he needs to be there. Is that what you wanted, Jala?
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay, you're good. All right, sorry. What was that, Bram?
Nothing. I could hear them moving, so I moved through the brush.
Yep. And you can see them. It's just that the vines are kind of hanging down really low. It's just you can't see very far. You can see their little legs and stuff. So.
Click on.
And this thing is
Weird,
pretty
every
big.
time I-
He's large. He's large. So if you want to shoot over your party members' heads, I would let you do that. So
I moved 20 feet.
yeah, no, I'm just telling you next round.
Okay.
Or whenever you're ready.
All right.
I just no modifiers, no nothing. You'll just shoot.
Okay.
All right, so it is his turn, and the first thing that he has seen that closed is Surf and Fall, so he is going to make his attacks against him.
Did I hear that? Attacks plural.
Yes, you did, sir. Both fists.
I don't see the wand in my inventory.
That is a hit.
Oh, it's still in mine. Why is that?
The first hit for 10 damage. Second attack. Hope this one doesn't hit.
Ouch.
And you're lucky. Alrighty, Jolman.
All right, let me check. I'm going to try to do that trade again.
Okay. I'm shooting with my short bow,
Okay.
but first I got to do this trade.
Let me do something before you do that.
All right,
You
now
just
it
gotta-
disappeared off of my thing. So
Okay, yeah,
go
it's
ahead.
in my inventory now.
All right, go for it. That is a miss. Jason.
All right, I'm going to move up behind Gunthrud.
Okay.
There's not going to be room to move in and engage this thing with these guys in the way, is there?
No, you can't get behind him. He's blocking that whole section that he's standing in front of right now. Those vines you can see on either side of him, that's kind of like the path to him. It's the same way you guys have the little vines or the little edge of the path that you're on. You can see the little spiky things on the edge.
Okay.
Second shot, I can take it.
Wah,
That was a
wah.
miss. Alrighty. Roll initiative, gentlemen. All right, looks like Sir Tim gets to go first.
Okay, there he is. All right. How do I do multiple missiles? Aren't I supposed to?
I'll just do damage again
Oh, okay, got it.
for however many misses you have.
I
6
think I
damage.
have 2.
Yep, you're right. All righty. And you can end your turn. Jason, what are you doing, sir?
I rolled for initiative with my broadsword because that's what I had out, but I'm going to switch to my short bow. Will that take my whole turn?
Depends. Are you going to drop your sword on the ground and pull out your bow, or are you going to sheath it and then pull out your bow? If you drop your weapon, you can shoot the bow right now. But
No, I'll go with the second option.
okay,
I'll just
so
switch
next
weapons.
round. Yeah.
Right.
Whoops, I hit the wrong button.
You delayed. We'll remember it when we get there.
I'll take a shot at this guy.
Go Legolas.
16. Oh, that's a miss.
The miss. Wow.
A miss was 17? Holy moly.
Let me
Yeah.
delay.
All right, I'm going to attack.
Yeah, these things got really good AC, actually.
Oh, son of a biscuit eater. All right.
His turn. He's going to keep going after Sir Finfall. He doesn't like you.
I'm not too fond of him either.
Want to do both of his attacks? Either one of them hit.
All right.
Fortunate. Come through.
He is casting Cure Light Wounds on Sir Finfall.
Three points.
Any helps.
Jason. Using your bow, yes? Oh, no, that's next round. Yeah. There we go. Parrot,
Yeah.
second shot.
Second shot.
No.
It's a miss.
And Jala, you did not roll initiative.
Okay. I was just gonna move up anyway. I want to get that wand ready, and can I move right there?
No. That you see that little thing that's running through there? That's like a wall. You can't go there. You can't get past him. Yeah, all that stuff he's clicking on is a wall.
I'm just gonna move right there then.
Okay. All right, everybody roll initiative, please. All right,
Good grief! Why did I get a 23 on initiative? What the hell?
You roll a 10 plus your weapon speed factor or something? I don't know.
Well,
I
it says
wasn't paying attention.
1d10 plus 3 plus 10. What's the plus 10?
There is, let's see, a mouse over your guy. Of course, initiative doesn't have a mouse over because it's deep in the guts of Foundry. So, I don't know. My guess is it was one of the race conditions of you rolling initiative before it considered something, and so it added 10 to it. What weapon are you using?
By the Bifrost Edge.
And it's only plus 3, right?
Yeah, it says
It's only plus 3,
yeah.
a speed factor of 3.
Yeah.
Okay. So I will change that to 13. I'm trying to figure out what causes that. I don't know. I have this safety measure in the code that keeps people from rolling initiative and getting less initiative than people that have already went, and to keep them from messing up everybody else's initiative when they forget to roll. But it seems to cause a problem with Foundry's sync. There's some kind of, I don't know. The problem with Foundry's initiative system is it's built around the idea that nobody rolls initiative once you started combat. You roll it once and that's it. So
Yeah,
I'm
that's
trying to use their system and not do that. And so there's some things that I'm trying to work around to anyways, that's why.
All right, cool. It didn't help me much, but that's cool.
All right, gentlemen. Yeah, you're still almost last.
Okay. I want to do a handoff of the wand from Jolliman to Gunthrid.
Why don't you just switch places with Gunther?
Will I get a target, or an attack of opportunity? I guess that's okay. That's okay. Gunthrid's not hurt, I guess.
No, he can use this round to use his defensive fallback. And you guys both go at the beginning of the round, so.
Okay, I'll switch.
You can go here, you go there, done.
Perfect.
And you're using a magic item, yeah?
Yes.
You can move and use a magic item. Because you're not casting a spell, you're just activating and touching somebody. I presume that's what you wanted to do. Maybe I was wrong.
No, that's 100% what I wanted to do. Is it just magic item is just like I got to hit the cast button and then the heal button, just like a spell?
Yes. If you click on, what is the name of that thing? It should show up as an. It should be a wand or something in your inventory. I don't know.
Yeah, I did. I got it.
Okay.
Looks like it worked in the chat.
Okay. Yeah. Alrighty. He's still going to do the same thing he did last round. He's just going to keep bashing at the guy in front of him. And I'm going to do both attacks right off the bat. Miss. And hit. He got hit by the second attack for 5 damage. Tim, the enchanter, actually the academic.
Okay.
I think Tim has a wand of magic missiles or something, didn't he?
Yeah, I just realized that when I was looking through my sheet.
Yeah.
So I just used it.
Okay. You can burn 2 charges and get 2 missiles out of it.
I clicked the two times missiles
Okay,
thing, and it
just
looks like the chat card says missiles.
it.
2
All right,
times
yeah, it
missiles.
did 2d4 plus 2 damage as well. So,
Oh yeah,
all
All right, that's correct. All right, good.
Yeah.
Open fire.
Do it.
All done.
That was a miss.
Nope.
All right, here we go. I could use that plus 10 on this roll. All right.
Parrot.
All right. Guess since I'm last, I'll just shoot both.
Mm-hmm. Go for it. Did that hit? Yes, it did.
Oh, nice.
Oh, crit! I hit twice.
So you're a straight fighter, yeah?
Yes.
And your second hit was a crit. So I'm going to allow straight fighters to get. I'm not sure what I want to do. It's either double or max. So we'll just say double damage because that's kind of more dramatic, I guess.
All right. So this is the damage for the first one.
Okay. Just make sure on the second one to use the modifier, and it should
Right.
do ×2.
Damage style is ×2.
And hopefully it works.
I don't know that it did.
It shows 3 damage, so I'll do 3 more. Yeah.
I don't know what it rolled. So
Yeah, it showed that it rolled
Rolled a
a
1.5.
3. It showed that it rolled a 3. Where do you
Alright,
see
let me in.
1.5?
I was kidding.
Oh, okay. No. Yeah, okay. That could have been a possibility of depending on my rounding. So that's why I was
Right.
questioning.
No, I was just
But
kidding.
yeah, I thought I fixed this ×2 damage thing.
Okay.
So I will look at that when we get done.
It is sadly at this point the bow specialist is out of arrows.
Uh-oh. That sucks.
Yes, that does suck. Sucks a lot. So he's
I
got
figured you'd carry around 60.
I had at one point I had an extra quiver of 20. I don't know where it went.
I can lend you some after this fight.
Yeah,
I got some he can have too.
I'm going to switch to my longbow this. Oh, I need to roll initiative. Sorry,
You mean longsword?
longsword. Yeah,
Yes.
bow on the brain.
Yep. All right, looks like everybody has rolled. Jolman, you're going first. What are you doing?
Okay, so I just rolled straight initiative because I didn't see an initiative for the Wand of Cure Light Wounds.
Yeah,
Is
there's
that-
not.
Okay,
Just
'cause
go
I'm
now. You're fine.
okay.
He doesn't go till 16.
Okay, so I'm just gonna heal Sir Finfall again.
Okay.
All right.
All right, Tim.
Man, keep rolling those ones. All right.
6 damage. It's 6 damage. Sir Finfall.
Swing.
Has anybody hit this guy with a weapon yet?
I
mean,
shot
a
him with
bow.
two
Not
arrows.
Not yet. God.
Well, I meant like a physical weapon.
Oh,
No.
yeah. I guess.
And Peric, you did not roll initiative, by the way.
Well, I clicked the thing and it said I had a.
Okay, Gunther's gonna cast Spiritual Hammer,
Well, let me roll.
and I would like to place the hammer like on the other side of the thing,
Oh.
if I can.
Oh my god. You know exactly what I don't have. Oh no, I have. There it is. Okay. I haven't got it completely set up the way I want it.
Okay.
I
back,
wanted.
yeah.
I thought about this over the week. I'm like, oh, I need to make an NPC that I can drop on the map when they use that, and then I need to have it set up to where it'll do the attacks the way it's supposed to. I can put him there and I'll make the attacks, and I'll need, it doesn't matter about the.
Yeah, Gunther's just going to concentrate and use the hammer. That's all he's going to do.
Okay. So he'll be able. I'll go. Does it say it can attack right when it's summoned, or does it need to wait around before it can do its first attack?
I'm reading. It doesn't really say. It just says, it has a cast time of 5.
Look it up real quick.
Talks about +1 every 6 levels. Normal Warhammer damage.
I want to say just because I hate to see a cat. I don't know. I don't know what it is right now, but I'm going to assume it can, so I'm going to do it.
Okay.
I think it does, Mike.
It doesn't say it doesn't.
And he missed.
They missed anyway, yeah.
And he's going to go, and he's going to do the same thing he did last round and swing both fists at the thing in front of him. And both miss. Wow. Jason.
Am I supposed to get 2 shots with my short bow every turn?
You do. And in fact, since he has already went, you can go ahead and do both of them right now. Normally what we do is you fire the first one and then you delay till the end of the turn. You fire the second one. But you and Peric both can just go full bore at this point. And that is a hit. Oh, I know why. I know that double damage actually did do what it was supposed to, Brian.
Okay.
It's pretty hard to stab something that's made of vegetation.
Yes.
Yeah, we probably should be
Arrows
using fire
are
or
probably
something.
going. Well, if I had a
missed.
torch, I would.
I guess I missed.
Yes, you did. Can you not see?
I can.
Ah, yeah, 19 misses? Holy moly.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, you missed. It was close.
Yeah, I hit with the 17, so.
Yep. And next turn.
I was switching weapons this go round, stowing the bow and drawing the sword.
Okay, you haven't done an attack or anything?
No, I have not.
So, I would presume that you would want to get into melee combat, yeah?
What I planned on doing was telling Jolliman to switch places with me.
Right. That's kind of what I was thinking you would want to do.
I'm okay with that.
Jala, what did you do this round? You used your wand, yeah?
Use the wand, yep.
So, and don't get used to this because you've already went. But I'm gonna let you guys kind of swap spaces because Brian really hadn't done anything other than swap weapons and hasn't moved, hasn't done anything. So, so that he can get his action, I'm gonna put him here. So next round you will be able to do your thing.
Gotcha.
And Jala's behind him. There we go. All right. Now you guys roll initiative. Wait, no, I'm going through. There we go.
I've
so
just
Finfall.
rolled regular initiative.
That's fine. That's fine. He's not here, so I'm going to be extremely lenient on what you do for him. So, just to get his initiative out of the way. Sir Finfall. Oh man.
I need to change dice. I need to burn these.
Yes.
What you need is
dice.
what you need is haste, so you get more than one attack.
Yeah.
Next.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, let's go through it. What is he doing?
He's just using the hammer, using the spiritual hammer.
Oh, yep, that's right. Target, this hammer.
Go,
And
hammer.
that's going to miss, yeah. Jason.
Fire away.
Oh, missed by one.
Dang it.
All right. Delay and get your second shot later. All right, he's going to make his attacks against Sir Finfall. Ooh, that's going to hit.
Oh,
First one hit. Ooh, 13 damage.
dang.
That hurts.
Good lord.
ouch!
Solomon. Yeah, 2d8. You guys do
Hit
see
you with
me
tree
rolling
trunks.
damage.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, it doesn't matter. I had the wrong person targeted.
Yeah, you targeted me.
That's okay. It's still a 1. All right, Perk.
And I will swing.
20. That's a
There,
hit.
finally.
Woo!
All right, so you will
2x.
do your 2x, yeah. And I'm gonna look at something to make sure I'm. Okay, yeah. Okay.
Nice.
So yes, it actually is doing what it's supposed to be doing.
Okay.
What does it show on your side?
Chose a 1d12 plus 1. I rolled an 11, so it's showing a 12. So
Yeah, but it should show you 22. Or wait, you rolled a 1d12 plus 1, so that would be, and you rolled a 11, that would be 22 plus 1 would be 20. It should have showed you 23, even though he's not doing 23, and there's a reason for that.
okay, yeah.
But
No.
Yay.
I got the kill.
Somebody
the
burn
magic
it.
missiles, the magic missiles,
Magic
taking
missile
that.
for the win.
Yeah, you were complaining about how much damage you were doing, but you were the only one doing full damage.
Yeah.
Whittling away.
Yeah, let me.
We went 5 rounds and I didn't land a hit one.
No, sir.
I just turned to Sir Finn Falls. You want to borrow my sword? It works.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just to kind of reiterate, whenever you guys were fighting them over time, you guys kind of realized that it didn't appear that slashing or piercing weapons were doing a lot of damage to it, and that's why it took so long to kind of kill the beast.
Yeah.
It
what
does
I did, I was taking all the punches for you guys is what I
You
was
did.
doing.
Yes, you did.
tangled up within the vines of the creature. You can see this shiny object.
All right,
Ooh, shiny.
Eric, you want to go down and take a look at that?
I sure will. It's a shield. There's a medium shield in there. Do you need a shield?
In the mound?
Yeah, something he
Inside.
ate probably was carrying it. And it didn't get digested, so
Could have been he ate somebody that had that
Yeah.
shield.
yeah.
Yeah.
I left it in the deal if anybody wants to click and use it.
I'll go ahead and grab it.
You're the sword and board dude. I'm just out of arrows.
I
I
have
got you
already
covered on
cast
that.
Detect Magic today, so we'll have to wait to cast it on that.
All right, I grabbed that. Arrows. Okay, I got a sheath. I'm gonna do a trade with you, Parrot.
Just when you say sheaf, what do you mean
They
sheaf?
sheaf arrows?
Yes,
Let me
they are.
Yeah,
They
sheath
are.
arrows.
I can't shoot those.
Oh, you can't shoot those? Okay.
Those are
all right.
longbow only.
Yes.
Yeah, that's why I have a longbow. Okay.
I got regular arrows. I have
So
32 of them.
Brian, you need to get a crit on something other than that thing tonight, so we can see if my theory is correct.
Okay. Hopefully I will.
Yeah, that shield that you got, it kind of looks like that icon in the chat. You can see, actually, it's on the thing that you got. So,
Okay.
and it
Well, yeah.
looks very, in very good condition. Doesn't seem to be rusted or damaged or anything like that, which is kind of strange considering where you found it.
Okay, so it's probably magic. We'll have to identify it, I guess, later. But I could go ahead and equip it, use it.
It's up to you. So one of the things that they didn't mention, you got the party when they came through the blackness, and the way I kind of described it to them, that black stuff was, it was like being in outer space. You just couldn't see anything either. It was just total black and cold. You couldn't feel your hands or feet. You could feel nothing around you. Anyways, other side of that, there was a tree, and behind the tree was this obelisk that had some things on it. They went southward and were looking at an area. and there was just a mass of snakes all over the ground. Looks like, and the druid talked to one of the snakes, and the snake told him that that was a breeding ground for snakes, and they could see an obelisk kind of on the other side, but they didn't go to the snakes. They turned around and went somewhere else. They came up here. They found one up here by the farting beetles. So
Yeah, I don't know about the obelisks.
Yeah, the obelisk is it has a different symbol on each one, right? Isn't that what it was?
So the first one you saw was a raven, and then the one that you saw up here had a scarab beetle on it. There was some hieroglyphs around both of them.
And this one here that was close to us, because one's here, right?
Yeah, that was. I mean, you guys can go back and look at it if you want, but that's the one where the scarab beetle was, with the other hieroglyphs.
All right. With the raven, we ended up meeting those bombardier things.
No, scarab beetles
No,
was the one up here. The one by the tree that you initially came through the black was the raven.
Okay. And we don't have anybody here that's versed in hieroglyphs, do we?
Not really, I don't think.
No.
I have comprehend languages on a scroll, and
Oh,
let me check
Ooh.
my language. I don't think I can do hieroglyphs, but I do speak a lot of languages. Let me take a look.
Well, when you say comprehend languages, I mean, that's a spell scroll, right? That would allow you to read the hieroglyphs?
That's correct.
I have
think.
read languages.
just
Let
so
me check.
everybody
'Cause
knows, the druid and the cleric are out of heals.
Okay.
Yeah, Jason. Last time we played, you checked to see. And
I
you
thought
could
that's what
not.
I was just reminiscing. I was like, wait a minute, I think I did this last time.
Yep, you did. I think you only have 5% chance or something like that.
Well,
Yeah.
let's see, Mike. I have a proficiency called Ancient Languages.
Mm-hmm.
Could I use that to make an attempt to understand what the hieroglyphs say?
Sure. Give me a blind GM roll.
All right. Will it prompt me when I click the skill button?
It should.
Yep, there it is. All right, cool.
So we can assume you guys went back to, or we'll just kind of hand wave that and assume that you were there with the party when they found the one with the scarab. Below the scarab, there are 3 hieroglyphs. Each one of them is a number, 1, 2, and 3.
Okay, so they represent the numbers 1, 2, and 3.
Mm-hmm. That's what you think, anyways.
All right, I'll point that out to everyone in great detail, explaining how each hieroglyph represents the 1 or the 2 or the 3, and what the little symbols mean, and the history behind them.
I wander off.
Is there anything down there?
Your lips are moving, but all I hear is blah, blah, blah.
But wait, there's more interesting stuff I haven't told you yet.
Where Jalaman is at, it looks like the shambling mound just basically formed from whatever was down here. All the vines, all the grass and moss, and even some dirt and stone was kind of pulled together from around this area. But so there's not really anything else down there.
And it dead ends.
I was too scared to go too far.
All right. We been through everywhere here.
I don't know that we've been all the way to the far left, or the
Far right.
The
or
east.
the far right. Yeah, the far west. I mean,
We can probably go back that way.
it looks like you just back to where you come in.
I can't remember if this is where we came in. I know that entrance to the north or south, I mean, is where we came in. But when we came through there, did we go to the east and just make a big circle?
That's what I thought we did.
Damn it, I think I'm on top of Jalaman and I can't move myself now.
You should be able to use arrow keys to move if you have yourself selected.
So, Jalaman, what's down there? Did we already go that way?
I don't know.
You disappeared.
Is this where the beetles were?
I don't think so.
I want you to stop right there.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I saw the pause symbol come up, and I was like, "Oh crap!"
Yep.
I am.
I swear this is where the beetles were.
No,
Oh.
I think we went straight. up
You're
north.
you're not as wrong as you think you are, but you are wrong in what you're. This is the place you were thinking. Let's see. I don't know. I'm trying to make sure I know what I'm doing here. This is not helping. All right. Okay. So I need Jolman. Since you're the first one around the corner, give me a D10. You can do it out in the open. So 1 to 3, you are. So he doesn't have. I don't think a modifier. Fire, rhino, stag. You come around the corner and you see this massive beetle.
Oh no.
Run away!
It's a large one, but it seems to be. It's got these two massive horns that come off the top of it, and it's like ripping into the vines, and then it's like pulling something out with its mandibles, and like looks like maybe it's eating something. You're not sure, but it's not aware of your presence just yet. It's about 10 feet long.
Good grief!
That's a
I don't
big
know,
bug.
man.
If
We
it
just
hasn't noticed us,
quietly
let's see
move
if we
back,
can
yeah.
back out. Yeah, see if we can back out.
That's what we're gonna try and do. Quietly
Yeah.
back out.
You guys slide back a little bit, and it appears that it doesn't notice you. It kind of moves its head a little bit, but it seems to be too focused on what it's doing, where it's at. So you were right. There were beetles here, but this is not the one that you ran into before. So it pauses off.
All right, I want to back out. Yeah, Peric, don't go down there.
I will not.
I tell everybody there's a very large beetle with horns and it's like 10 feet long.
And it's tearing up the vegetation there, so leave it alone.
Yeah, if you were a normal druid, I'd tell you what it is, but we get in the desert, I'll be a little more forthcoming on those things.
All right, so we can go back south. There were a few things down there that we hadn't looked at real closely.
Yeah, you can have Tim look at the obelisk that you ran into.
Yeah, that are up front.
Hold on a sec. I'm gonna do something. See if I can.
There's a
fix
beetle right
something.
there. What is that?
It's an unknown actor.
Yeah. Why? Okay. Yeah. You guys, Fog of War may have reset.
It did.
Because when I was selecting Sir Finfall, there was stuff you were seeing that you shouldn't see, so I fixed it. But yes, that is it's those beetles you guys walked past initially. They're kind of small. They're small. They're about the size of a small dog, medium-sized dog. But they're like glowing beetles. They seem to be, focused on whatever it is they're doing. Digging around in the dirt, maybe eating something. But they're not aware of you guys. Or not paying attention to you guys.
Okay. Work our way around these guys and go back to where the obelisk were up front.
Oh, sorry.
Maybe
I need to
not.
turn that off. I'm sorry.
All right, so this is one.
Yep, this is the first one you guys saw.
What does that one say?
Let's have a look.
Jason, why are you rolling initiative?
Because the combat tracker came up.
I don't
Sorry.
know why.
Oh yeah,
Normally-
it looks like somebody added a couple of
Unless-
people.
Normally it's empty unless there's combat, so I just reflexively rolled.
Yeah, I probably added it, assuming you guys were going to charge in and try to kill that beetle, and I just didn't begin combat. So. All right, so the people at the south.
There you go. There's my check.
Okay. So you didn't necessarily need to do a check for this. The symbols are kind of something you're already familiar with. That's what I would do the check for initially. Again, this is numbers. This one has 4 hieroglyphs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Below a image of a raven.
The same numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4.
It was 1, 2, 3 on the. Was it on the scarab I read?
Yep.
Okay, and then this obelisk has 1, 2, 3, 4 under the symbol of what again? A raven?
Raven.
Yep.
Okay. Well, that's what it means.
We need more
Okay.
data points.
Yes.
Anybody want to try camping?
If we camp, first we're going to find that cricket that keeps chirping on this music and kill it.
Oh, I don't hear it.
You will never
Oh, I
find
hear it. It
It's-
sounds
it's
more
in
like
the-
a cicada than a
It's
cricket.
in-
It's
yeah,
horrible.
it's a bug. It's the ambient sound.
So
Yeah, you can if you unselect yourself. I think if you can unselect everything, I think it'll stop because that music is specific to the map with a placeable.
I can't
So, like,
just
if you-
turn the ambient all the way
Can
down.
you hear the rain?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, that's because you're selected. Yeah, if you can unselect yourself, I don't know how you can as a client side, but click something
Okay,
somewhere off yourself.
For those that weren't here last week, that dark area to the west, do not go into it.
Ooh, now I want to go into it. Why?
No,
What's there?
do not go into it. You will be lost forever in
It's,
like the astral plane or something. Like, don't go in there.
it's
To the
total
west, you said.
darkness. Yeah, total darkness. You can't
And
see.
no ceiling, no floor, no walls, total darkness. Don't go in there.
So do we want to try to camp out?
I don't think it'd be good to do it right here.
No, we'd have to find someplace.
Well, let's start looking.
South, maybe?
We went south before, and there is another obelisk down there.
Let's go look at that.
All right.
This is the one where the snakes are. From about here
the floor
forward.
full of snakes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
from about here forward, you see snakes. Just a blanket of almost solid snakes. Not as in the guy that's in the game, but
We had no idea how to deal with that.
Oh no, we're pretty far, huh?
So
Where did the
what-
snakes
what-
start? Right there where your mouse.
yeah, that's where you were when you were talking to him.
Can I tell what kind of snakes they are?
It's a whole bunch of different snakes. Some not poisonous, some deadly poisonous.
Okay.
Where's Gunther?
Oh, I left them.
Womp womp.
He's beetle food.
I'll get him. Hold on.
So
Oh, he moved. Okay, thanks.
Yeah, I just deleted the token up there and added him down here.
can the druid talk to the snakes?
I
did
don't
last
think
time.
so. Did I?
Yes, you used your ring and talked to the little animals, the snakes.
Oh, that's right.
Man.
For some reason, I thought it was a mammal, but it's a small animal.
No.
Yeah, that's right. I'll ask them if they'll let us pass.
You asked that last time.
What'd they say? What are they saying this time?
The same snake that you talked to last time is the one that's still here, and his response is, "I can't speak for anyone else."
I'll ask the snake next to him.
Who are you?
Will you let us pass?
If you'll let me bite you.
No deal.
Yeah, that's a no.
Yeah.
How can I get past? I'll ask the first snake.
If a snake could shrug, he would. You're asking him a question he has no answer to. He just kind of, flicks his tongue at you and no response. They
And there's a
all
bunch
seem
of
to be
these things.
mostly interested in each other.
Well, I've only got one flask of oil. If we could collect enough, we could just light them all on fire.
It's possible.
What I need to do is find me a fireball spell I can put into my spell book, because that would be perfect here.
So what's the goal? What are you guys trying to do?
Burn the snakes.
I was gonna say try to get to the obelisk to see what's
Yeah.
on it, but
So what you really
apparently
want
we
to do
have
is
different goals.
What you really want to do is see what's on the obelisk. Is that what you're saying?
I think so. Yeah, that's what I
Can we
want to
see from
see.
here. Oh, hey, I
There
got
you
an
go.
idea.
I know it
Okay.
wouldn't take long.
I can go look at it. Okay. So, can I remember enough of the hieroglyphs from the other ones that I would be able to describe to Tim what they were?
I don't
My
know,
concern
maybe.
is if I get over there and I describe them, would I be able to tell him enough to tell us what they say?
That would be a roll.
Okay. All right. So let's do this. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and cast that.
Okay. So Finfall pulls out his sword and looks through the blade like he's looking at something, and his eyes kind of glaze over and turn gray.
And I
And
want to go take a look at the obelisk.
okay, so you do that. You get near it, and it's got surprisingly a depiction of a serpent, and below
Okay.
it is a single hieroglyph.
I want to describe it. Because we already determined that I could talk at the same time, right?
Yes.
So the guys that stand around me.
Yep.
Okay, I
Okay.
want to start describing what the hieroglyph looks like to Tim.
Okay, give me a blind GM roll of intelligence. Tim, give me a language check. Add a modifier of -10.
-10. Okay.
I'm not that smart.
I will explain later. And hopefully it does all the math right. I think it will.
Finfall the dyslexic paladin.
Yeah, my intelligence isn't too high.
Telling me there's a picture of a poodle, and I'm like, there's no poodles in hieroglyphics. It can't be.
That's
a poodle.
basically
is
what
it?
he was telling you. He was telling you stuff that shouldn't exist. The way he was describing it was just not something that you recall anything in relation to any of the hieroglyphs.
Okay, I'm gonna try to commit the hieroglyph to memory, and when I get back,
That's what the roll was for. So
Oh,
okay.
okay. All right.
Yeah. So you examine it as detailed as you can. You end the spell, and Tim is looking at you like, well, WTF?
All right.
Explanation on that is you rolled a 20 on your intelligence check. It wouldn't matter what your intelligence was.
Wow. Well,
Your best one would have been a success, but 20 is abject failure. And it didn't help
why
Tim.
couldn't I
Tim
roll
was
the-
not able to figure it out from that.
You
why
need
couldn't I
new
roll that
dice.
for combat? Well, I mean, yeah, because I mean, I should have been rolling 20s in combat,
Yeah.
not on a intelligence check.
All right. Let's see.
But
if we
when
can
you
get a rope-
did use the when you did go across the snakes, you could see some much larger snakes mixed in on the way to the the obelisk. So you could see some here, another one here, another one here. That was within your visual range.
Okay.
So
All right. So
Big snakes.
yeah, bigger.
yes.
Can I ask a question? The other ones, the other obelisks had hieroglyphs for numbers. The first one had 1, 2, 3. The second one had 1, 2, 3, 4. Could you at least tell how many hieroglyphs were below?
It was just one.
Just one.
Yeah,
Just
it was
one,
just
okay.
one. Did it look okay? You know what? Let's go back to.
You
okay,
don't remember.
I
You
don't remember
failed
what.
so bad, man. You don't remember if it looked like the other ones or not.
I have
For
a plan.
whatever reason, you were scared by the snakes or the being disembodied from your body when you were there. Something just totally threw off your ability to recognize it or properly describe it to anyone. So maybe you have a fear of snakes. Maybe you're Indiana Jones.
Does anybody have a staff or a spear or something longer than a quarterstaff?
I have a spear. I don't know if it's longer than a quarterstaff though.
Quarterstaff's probably
Wait,
about 5
Didn't we
feet
get
in
a
length.
10-foot pole?
Whoa, we did. I think
We
so.
did have a 10-foot pole.
Who has the 10-foot pole?
I have one.
Your memories are so bad. I thought mine were bad. You guys make me feel so good.
Okay, so here's my plan. I
Hey
can
man,
levitate.
this is the old farts campaign.
So it's appropriate. We can't remember anything. I can levitate, and then I can use the pole to kind of gondola myself along with the pole.
Oh my gosh.
I love this
Or-
idea.
Oh,
I love it.
toward the obelisk so I can see it.
All right, and we can tether you with a rope.
Yeah,
if
we should put a
back.
rope on them.
That would be a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a rope too. Okay,
In
so,
case
So-
I give us my stick and then I'm like floating there in the middle of nowhere.
There is one thing I want to remind you guys of, since Tim wasn't here. But you guys have seen some sort of flying large insects just outside of
Oh, that's right.
visual range.
The
And
bird
the
didn't want to go
raven-
any further. Yeah.
Yeah, the bird did not want to have anything to do with it because the flying insects is what he called them.
Okay.
Have we seen those in here though?
You've
thought
seen
those were-
shadows of things going above you guys' heads,
Oh,
but
okay.
nothing has come down. And you hear the buzzing all the time.
Could be dangerous up there, man.
Well, I'm not planning on going too high. Just high enough that the snakes can't reach me. Maybe.
Any
think,
spinning
how big is a
cobras?
snake?
I
All
just
right.
want to point out you're putting a pole down in the middle of them. They can probably slither up that pole.
Well, if I'm quick enough, maybe not.
Okay.
Stop giving the DM ideas.
Just saying.
I don't need
Just
ideas,
saying.
man. There's a lake of
No.
snakes right here, so I'm good.
There's a lake of snakes.
well, I'm a little concerned about the bigger ones. I mean, a pole's only going to get you 10 feet off the ground. So
Yes, but how high can a snake really jump?
yeah, but what about the bigger ones? So just avoid the bigger ones. And there was one over there by the obelisk. So
Oh man, is he like?
How
right
good's your
near it?
eyesight?
Well, as long as I have my glasses on. Well,
Well,
it's
we
worth
do
a try. Instead of standing around here
Yeah.
with my thumb up my butt.
yeah, and we've got some ranged weapons. So
Yeah, they can shoot you out of the air.
All right. So tie that rope. Give me that rope. We'll tie that off because if something eats the pole or if I lose the 10-foot pole, I need to be able to get back. And then I will cast levitate.
all right, so we tie the rope around him.
All right.
I'll grab the end of it, let him do his thing. I give him the pole.
All right,
Let's
if
see
you
how this
cast
works.
levitate
Okay.
and
Do I
start
click?
push.
It says cast verse spell.
Well,
Is that
that's
the one?
because if you're trying to cast it on somebody that doesn't want it.
Okay. Well, what's stave verse spell? Is that the one I cast for myself?
You can just click the cast button. It does. You don't even have to have a target.
I don't see a cast button, and each one that I click tells me I need a target.
The cast versus spell, just target yourself then. And don't worry about the save. Just all you need to do is make sure you've clicked the cast button so the spell is used. That's all I care about. And then you can apply the effect on there.
Okay, I guess that worked.
Yeah. And then, yeah, there you go. Now you have it on there. And you can start gondola poling across.
You have to sing while you do this.
Yeah,
right?
I was just gonna say that.
And I probably speak Italian. I've got a.
When
You have enough
hits
languages.
your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore.
Start singing in Dwarven or something. Switch to Elven halfway across.
Watch for the big snakes.
Where
Yeah,
is-
yeah. I'm gonna start steering away from big snakes.
You guys
I
hear
heard
that?
the cricket.
That was a really loud
Okay.
cricket.
Yeah, that was Discord. I'm they added some stuff that I was playing around with. I
Go
was
to the
looking for
north of the
something
obelisk.
appropriate, but it doesn't have anything.
Can you see it? Can you see it?
Oh yeah, you can see it. You need to get on the south side of it.
Ah, dang it. The snake's on the
Snake over
south
there,
side, isn't it?
Yeah, be careful.
Mike, that was too
Do you see
evil.
this? You see this massive snake? It's probably about 10 foot in length, and it's probably as big around as your leg. It's got red, brown, and kind of a white coils all or rings all around it, and it kind of it can see that you're up there because you got this bright piece of the sunlight coming off of you, but you know it can't really get to you. So
Remember, you could talk to it as well.
That was the plan.
he can't
good.
talk to it.
Mr. Snake.
Oh,
Well, I can talk to it. It can't respond back, or I can't understand it. But yeah, I could talk to it.
Yeah,
Be a
it
good
just
snake.
can't-
Just stay down there. Find a gerbil or something to go eat.
It's like looking at you like that alligator in Peter Pan that was waiting for the Captain Hook to fall into the water. Yeah, he's just waiting. He's just biding his time. Somehow maybe he knows something about the duration of your spell. It's gonna fade.
All right, so quickly let's look at the messing around. Let's look at the let's look at the hieroglyph. What number is underneath it?
1, and it's 1 hieroglyph, and it's a serpent above it.
Serpent above the hieroglyph, which is a 1.
Yes.
Gotcha. All right, pulling my ass back as fast as I can.
All
right.
So
help.
during your travel across, you I mentioned before, you could see a little clearer, being 5 to 8 feet higher off the ground.
Mm-hmm.
You can see a little further because the fog and the mist and all this is kind of just makes you guys' vision pretty reduced. But being a little bit higher, you could see a little clearer. You could see these large, almost bat-like things, but they're like really big and compared to bats. Like maybe fruit bat size. They're pretty big, aren't they?
I think
For
some
bats?
of them are, yeah.
Yeah, and they got like probably a 2.5-foot wingspan, maybe 3-foot wingspan, flying over your head. And when they did, you hear a buzzing noise. You couldn't clearly see them. They were outside of your range, and they seemed to be interested in you, but they were not coming down to your height. So
good. All right. All right. Yes, I'm just yelling at them. Pulling the rope faster. I don't know how. I can't remember how long the spell lasts, so I need to get back.
It's blinking. It's blinking.
They get you back.
Okay, this might sound crazy, but maybe this might be a good place to camp.
What have you been drinking, man?
Can you keep your snake friends away from us?
Well, I mean, they haven't really moved, right? They don't seem aggressive.
Yeah,
they're mostly interested in each
And
other.
then they'll make a snack out of us.
I don't. Well, maybe. I mean, that's a possibility, but I kind of think they're just going to hang out over there, which makes it safe from that direction, theoretically.
Yeah. Little area here. Little open area. I mean, it's not safe, obviously, but...
Yeah.
Wow,
it's better than that beetle place up there, I think.
I think it's safer down here. We just set up we set up watch.
What do you guys think? Is that okay?
Yeah, I think as long as we keep watch, we ought to be all right.
That'll get us 9 cure light wounds and my detect magic back and spiritual hammer back.
So Tim, what are you doing?
I am camping on the far side away from the snakes.
Near the water?
Where's the water?
All the stuff that's off the path is water.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
Slimy green water.
The spider webs look more inviting than that water does.
I mean, we could go over there.
Or I could climb up in that tree. The big Christmas tree that's sitting there by the obelisk. I don't like that the DM asked about the water. So maybe we should go a little bit further north and see if there's any other place. Just to check it out. So I'll head back up to the obelisk. So we didn't go to the east yet from here, correct?
No, we have not.
No. Were you wanting to go down there and look, or did you?
So give me a second.
This is where I get attacked by something.
Yeah, let's see what that does. So you move into that area, and when you do, you see this massive creature come skittering out of the webs right there. You're right there. That's when it comes skittering out, rushing right at you. Let me see. Do I have a description for this?
That seems bad.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. I've wrote a description. Let's see. As you venture into the dank and dimly lit area, of course, you got a bright, glowing piece of the sun. You strain to pierce through the shroud of sticky spiderwebs that cloak the twisted vines and gnarled trees. In the air hangs a heavy and musty odor, and you can hear skittering legs moving about.
Okay.
You get about there, the webs are kind of in your way, impeding your movement. But it is, otherwise, it's kind of muffled. Sound is kind of quiet, other than the skittering sort of sounds of the spider. Let's see. You can see to the north, there is several passages heading off through the webs. To the south, to the east, you see just past this massive web, you can barely make out a larger path to the east that is flanked by large barrier of stone or stout tree trunks. It's kind of like the other guys would be familiar, but it's kind of like the tree trunk fence that was at the very entrance, just
What
on
it
the
looked
other
like
side.
on the other side of the black stuff.
Yeah. So at this point, though, we are going to initiate combat. I am going to add everybody to there. You guys can go ahead and roll initiative. Just as an FYI, Tim, your levitate is still with you. So just so you know.
Oh.
Ooh, so
I
you
have-
can take some high shots.
I have been advancing time, so it's still there. So
Yeah. And changing, I forget how that spell works. Is it just a free action, like a thought or will to change
you would
elevation,
need to
right?
tell me, but I think there's like a limit of how fast you can rise.
Right.
Sorry.
No, not a problem. Now I was just wondering if you counted that as movement. So if I move,
Absolutely, yeah. It would
Yeah, yeah.
definitely be counted as movement. You can run or you can float. You know, it's kind of the same thing.
Right.
Gunther is
Alrighty.
not in the combat tracker. I can't roll it.
Is he? Where is he? Did I not? There you go.
Okay, 1 second.
I don't know why he wasn't in there.
I can only see Jala and I in my combat tracker.
That's because that's all you can see.
Oh, gotcha. Word.
Actually, you can't even see Jalaman. I don't know why it's letting you see him. You shouldn't see anybody but yourself. It may be because he's in your party. I don't know. I'll have to look at that. So it looks like.
I think I still have access to him from when he was gone.
Oh, that's probably it. Yeah. If you have ownership, it'll show up. All right, Tim, you get to go first. What are you doing?
Okay. I am currently at ground level, so let's see. I'm gonna back up toward the obelisk. Then let me see how much movement I got. Currently he can vertically up or down at a movement rate of 2 per round. 2 what? 2 squares?
Yeah, that's like 20 feet.
Okay. Then that's what I'll do.
You want to float
I'll
up
go
20
back-
feet?
I want to float up to the top of the obelisk. Is that 20 feet?
No.
Or is that taller?
It's probably more like about 7 feet tall.
Oh, yeah. I'll go above it then. Let's do 10 feet up.
All right. And end your turn. What is Surf and Fall doing?
All right. Do I know something's going on at this point? I tell?
Probably not, unless he didn't yell or say anything. So you really don't know anything.
All right. Well, I was making my way up there, so I'll just go ahead and keep going up in that direction and just pretend that I don't know that anything's happening.
Okay.
Oh wait, attempt
You can't
to
go through the
collide
wall.
with a wall.
Yes. There you go.
All right, now go ahead and stop right there and end the turn. Do I see? I saw him go up, so I'm going to assume I'm going to see him take some type of action. But
Yeah. I
Yeah, you
have
see
my
him
wand in
floating
my
up
hand.
above. Yeah, you see him floating up above the obelisk. I mean, didn't say anything, so I'm gonna assume he didn't, because he didn't say he did. But the spider comes running down out of the webs, and it's going to run straight up to the only thing it can get a hold of, which is the
Of course.
Finfall.
You're like a magnet, man.
yeah, well, I knew it was probably going to happen, but I wanted to be in character.
And it snaps at you with its mandibles and misses.
How big is it?
10-foot
I'm gonna
diameter.
shoot it.
Well, at least this gives me something to attack.
That's a hit.
Ta-da! I never hit for 6 with those arrows.
I move myself to the end.
Hold on a second. You did hit AC -1, which is good, but I don't think you have it targeted, Brian, just so you know.
Oh, I probably don't. Sorry. No,
So I
did
didn't do
not.
damage. That's the only reason I brought it up, because I need to.
Thank you.
Whenever I saw the AC was 10 target, I was like, okay, that's not right.
Sorry.
But I did the damage because you had AC -1. All right, gentlemen.
Can I hit it with my spear from where I am?
No.
Can I hit it from there?
Yes.
With my spear.
You hit it. Ow. What's
I
going
like
to
it when
do?
the DM says "ow."
No, I don't think he can hit
Not
him
from
from
there?
there. Yeah, because there's
Okay.
like that wall of vine, or it's like wall right there, and he's like right at the wall, anyways.
Okay, he's just gonna chill right there then.
Okay. And Jason, you really can't hear anything from here. You can't see anything because it's foggy. You'll need to be all the way up there before you can even see anything to react to it. There you go. And then Peric's second shot.
All right.
Oh!
Yeah.
Woo! There you go.
Nice.
Double damage.
See how it does this go round.
It better work. I'm going to be upset with myself if it doesn't. So, it worked.
Okay.
What does it show on your side? I guess
It shows
6?
3. Shows 3 on my side.
It did 6, so you're good.
Okay.
I don't know why it hides that from you. That's weird. Yeah, initiative. Looks like everybody's going. Jason, you get to go first. There is not really a position to move up if you wanted to do melee with the spider.
All right, I'll get out my bow.
I was gonna suggest harsh language.
That might be just as effective.
Alrighty, Chef Info.
All right, so the spider comes flying at me, right, and tries to bite me. So I scream out, "Holy halls of Valhalla!" and I swing at him with my sword.
All right. Let's hope that generates something better than a 3 or 4. A 17.
Yeah, it is.
There we go.
Yeah, I need to curse in Norse to be able
There
to
you
do
go.
it.
I'll do it. What?
Well,
that's about
Hey,
Oh,
one thing at a
still
time.
killed
One
him.
thing at a time.
Still killed him.
He still killed him. Yes. Still. All right. So when it dies and green ooze comes out of it, and
Did it have the mark on it?
Yes, it did. It did, in fact. And shortly after it collapses to the ground, it starts smoking. Black smoke starts coming out of its body, and it starts turning into jelly and ooze.
So like the lizard guys and some of the monsters we've been killing, they have this mark on them, and they disintegrate into goo. Goos. I like goos better.
Ooze.
When they die, some sort of curse or something. I don't know. Cult. Something. I don't know.
Okay.
I remember
So
the
do we
lizard
think
was
that's
in
the
it.
only one?
It's the only one that came running out.
Well, I could go back there and be bait again. Then try to-
Yeah, that worked really good the first time.
You could, if you really wanted to, levitate over the web in the middle, but that would definitely put you in the 18 to 20 feet height range if you wanted to
Yeah,
go
but-
above it.
I don't have any way to propel myself forward.
No.
I could throw you.
Bob along like a helium balloon.
I like this plan.
But all of you can, from here now, kind of see, it's obstructed, but you can see on the other side of that massive web, you can see that there is a sort of that fence made of, tree logs.
Anybody got a torch?
But there's no
I do.
obelisk.
Take a
We don't
minute.
see an obelisk, right?
Not from where you're at, no.
But I'm back on the ground. I can get a torch out and start lighting it.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, when we get in here, we're actually looking for a place we can camp out, right?
Yes, we weren't really looking for more combat. We were looking for a better place to camp than next to the lake and the snakes. So maybe going into that webbing area probably isn't a great idea if there's more spiders hanging out. If you guys are in
that's
bad enough
true.
shape.
There are
Well,
no
we-
good places, I don't think.
I don't
No.
either.
Yeah, we can approach it if we want to.
Can we burn the webs,
what I'm
torches
saying.
or something?
That's a
Get
good
torch
idea.
and burn the webs out.
Give it a shot.
All right, I'm going to light one up.
Alrighty, so Tim, the academic, strikes up a torch. Are you gonna move forward and you do it?
One of the guys in armor should probably do it.
Yeah, I'll go. Yeah, give me the stuff and I'll go ahead and go up and do it.
I'm gonna move.
So you move forward.
You go
You get up next to the web, and you can see it's just coated. You know, it's been raining since you guys have moved into this area. But you put the torch in underneath it, and after about 10 seconds, it ignites, and then the whole thing just goes up within probably 30 seconds. During that period, it's a brilliant, just light everywhere, and you can see a little further around. You can see there's spider webs north and south, and in fact, you can see briefly. You can see there's spiders in those. They don't come out. They seem to kind of scatter when the web catches fire. But you saw to the east that the area to the east is a looks like it's fenced in, kind of like the front part of the entrance here to this dark grove was. You didn't see an exit, but it did look to be like a sort of enclosed sort of space.
All right. Well, I backed off as soon as it started igniting as well because I have a definite fear of fire at this
Yeah.
point.
Does it look like solid ground under where the web was?
Yeah, I mean there's limbs and branch. I mean it's vines that the spider web was all wrapped around, and those didn't burn. You know, they're wet, they're soaked. The webs eventually, once they got lit, burned immediately. You would need to walk around them, but yeah.
All right, yeah. I think maybe we should move forward.
Yeah, but there's some more spiders in spider webs to the north and I think south.
They weren't big like this other one, were they?
Maybe we just run.
I was thinking trying to get in here.
Yes.
Burn them
Run
out.
for the logs.
All right. Let's go ahead and move. We'll start moving across.
You guys sprint through the ashes and cinders of what's left burning, and the spiders that you saw, Sir Finfall, don't move in to assault you. And then we'll move him up here. And no, those spiders were not as big as the one that you guys ran into initially. But here, this area,
There's all
There's-
kinds of patterns.
you know, the air is thick with a musky scent of decay as you enter this area. The walls are lined with weathered tree trunks bearing ancient carvings of some forgotten sort of. You're not really sure. You can't tell because it's faded. It's been here for a long time. It's kind of eroded over time, but there's carvings all along these tree trunks. There's a soft, eerie green light coming from the thing in the middle that I'll get to. In the center stands a sturdy stone pillar, each of its four sides adorned with enigmatic hieroglyphs. Beneath each symbol is a peg. Strewn about the ground are four stone carvings, their purpose a mystery.
Are they carvings of like a raven and a scarab and a snake?
Oh, yeah, they are. And there's one of a spider.
So
Spider, huh?
the obelisk Bill you read on had one hieroglyph. It was one, and that was the snake.
That's correct. The raven had 1, 2, 3, 4, and the scarab
Four.
had 1, 2, 3.
And so the spider.
spider should have
must be
one, too.
too. See, there's little pegs. The little carvings fit on those pegs.
Okay.
So the snake on. Bill, you have to show us which hieroglyph is number one. I don't read hieroglyph.
Yeah, I'll make sure I point them out.
Okay. You can point them out. And which one are you putting on that one?
The snake will put on one.
Okay.
Spider on 2.
Okay.
Scarab was 3.
3.
And Raven
Yep.
had 4.
The Raven was 4.
As soon as you do that, you hear this great creaking of like vines that haven't moved, that are being pushed aside and pulling away, and the path to the east opens up.
Cool.
As the paladin sits here and goes, guys, you guys are so smart.
Okay, now we should rest.
That's not a bad idea.
Now that we opened the ancient passage,
Exactly.
Yes.
we should rest right in front of the door. All right.
I think we probably should have rested before we opened the door, but
Can you
We're
close
just so
it?
excited about the puzzle.
I don't think we should close it. Like I wouldn't
All right.
mess
Okay.
with it.
Okay. Rest.
I do think we should rest though.
Well, I will watch from the direction we came from,
My guys have to sleep.
just in case some spiders get brave.
So we'll have 2 rotate out on shifts, 2 people standing guard.
I don't have to
I
worry
can
about
I can keep
spells,
guard
so-
as well.
Unknown actor rolled a 6
Mhm.
and a 3
An 8.
and an 8.
It's just me rolling some dice to make you guys wonder what's going on.
That's right.
So what are you guys doing? I know Peric is watching. What is Sir Finfel doing?
Well, start resting until they need some relief, and then I'll let them.
Okay,
If everybody
Gunther,
wants to rest, I will try to watch between both doors.
so I know Gunther and Jolliman are going to be sleeping. What is Tim doing?
Well, I guess I'll sleep. I have used a couple of spells, but not all of them. I'll do that. I'll rest.
Okay. Alrighty. So the evening oddly passes without anything bothering you throughout your entire respite here. Nothing seems to be interested in coming in this area. At least nothing. At least nothing that is spider or beetle or snake.
It hadn't been open for a while either, so probably didn't even know it was down there.
It doesn't look like the little things that were on the ground hadn't been disturbed recently. And maybe I said that weirdly. It doesn't look. It looks like somebody has. They haven't been here for thousands of years or hundreds of years even. I mean, not even a couple of days.
Okay.
They look like they dropped onto the ground recently.
Okay.
So why and how and what force, how that happened, you're not sure.
Good.
All right. So the pathway is still open up with the little pegs where they're at. You can see it leads off to the east.
Hold still, Finfall.
Hold still.
There we go. Hold on. Little leg there.
Oh, nice. Okay.
That's a good
Right.
roll.
Who's still short?
Jala.
I am, but I'll cast my one on myself right now.
Gunther's
don't-
like,
don't-
what the hell, man? What the hell?
Don't cast it. Don't cast it.
Don't?
You calling him short? That is rude.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna come over to Jolliman, and I can give you hit points myself.
Oh, you gotta lay hands?
Yeah, I
He's gotta
can't do it on
touch you.
myself.
Touch you
So
inappropriately.
yeah, you had to go
Or
there.
very
didn't you,
awkwardly.
Rogue? Yeah,
Yes.
I target him.
At least your God didn't say you have to touch him there to heal him.
No, we
How
don't wanna
short
do
are you?
that.
How many are you down?
I am down 8 hit points.
So Mike, do I just? I mean, I can do 2 points per level on 5th level. That's 10. Do we just say he gets 8 back, or do I need? I don't need to roll that, do I?
You'll roll it and it'll do max. There's no like, I give you 2 points, I give you 2 points, I give you 2 points. You use
it
it
just
once a day.
goes back. Okay. All right. So you end up getting 10 back. And I know that's more than what
Thanks.
you need. But
And if you use ability on him, it should give him back his full hit points.
well, I'm looking for that. Oh, I
Mm.
see it here. Okay.
There's the lay on hands ability. Looks like a torch for some reason. Don't know why.
Didn't work.
There we
Wait.
go. There you go.
Very
All right.
nice.
Thank you.
And then at least we don't waste a spell or a wand thing.
Exactly. That's why I try to use the spells first.
All right, let's move forward.
Yeah, somebody with armor first.
Yeah.
Let me cast. Should I cast find traps? What do you think?
How long does it
Gunther
last?
and Jalaman both have it memorized, but it's self-only spell, and Jalaman
Right.
really doesn't want to go first because he's wearing padded armor.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll go first.
But I can see down, so let me just follow right behind Sir Finfall. I'll cast find traps on myself, and I'll follow right behind you, and I should be able to see a trap before you get to it,
Yep.
theoretically.
All right. Pathway looks like much of the other areas. It's just kind of like the only stable ground in the muck and mire of the swamp.
Oh, it's getting kind of tight down here, isn't it?
Yep, it's getting kind of narrow.
So Jason can get in there.
So everybody's still behind me?
Yeah, I'm trying to catch up.
Yep.
Well, they're kind of in front of you if you're looking at your token, man.
I know. I tried to turn around, but my
Hold
shift arrow
key,
keys aren't working.
use shift left, shift right, and then use the arrow. Okay, nice. I'm messing with you while you're trying to do it.
I was trying to remember what button to hold down earlier.
Shift and arrow keys while you're over your token.
Yeah.
All right. So you see a old, gnarly tree in front of you. It's,
And it's
you haven't seen a
obviously-
lot of trees. You've seen vines. You've seen bushes, but this
Is it
one's
dragonwood?
kind of no. But it is quite large. To get past it, you'll have to, kind of make your way through the roots and the branches, and won't
I don't
be
see any
it
traps.
won't be just walking through it. No, it doesn't look like it is.
So, I mean, did they say it's blocking the path?
Sort of, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, you guys.
Not completely.
You
You can get past it, but
guys are just walking right up to it without thinking. I mean, this could be like a Hogwarts tree, you know?
it's
That's
a
just a
whomping
tree.
willow. It's a whomping
Yeah.
willow.
Oh, Whomping
Jason
Willow.
Jason gets smashed. His head crushed. It's turned into a smashed cantaloupe. He's dead on the ground. No.
All right, but you said we can get past it.
Yes, you can. It's not a trap. You see another one off to the east. Only from here, though,
More
you
trees.
should be able to see this kind of glowing water. It's green, flickering lights coming from it.
Oh, I see something. Yeah.
It's bubbling, and the whole area. I want to say your trap detection triggers on it. Although I don't know exactly what it would do, but it's indicating that there's something dangerous about the water, and the water is bubbling. And
I let
hissing.
everybody know that. I'm detecting traps on the water. Can't really tell why though.
Can I feel any evil coming from it?
Nope.
Okay. All right, so a guy in full plate armor is not the best guy to try to figure out how to get across water.
Didn't we just say it was a trap?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it look like water though when we get close?
It looks like water, but it's hissing and bubbling.
Can you see the bottom?
No.
You want to use my pole?
Is there a stick here that can see what happens when it touches the water?
Yeah, there's two trees kind of nearby, gnarly looking old trees.
We have the
There's
pole
like a-
too.
There's like
Yeah,
a
we have
dry
a pole,
branch. If
too.
there's like a dry branch, I'll take the dry branch off and kind of toss it in the water.
Yeah, I'd rather sacrifice the
The
branch
water
than the pole.
violently hisses, and you don't see the branch anymore.
Acid.
Ooh.
Not water.
Does anybody have a bunch of Alka Seltzers?
No.
I don't know about stabbing water to death. Would there be a way to climb along the walls? Wait, is there even a way out of here?
Can't quite see the back.
I can see off to the back edge. It looks like there might be a landing down there. Where
Yeah, it
I'm
might be a
standing.
ledge, but I don't see but would there be a way to like climb along the wall all the way around to the other side?
It's not really a wall so much as just kind of some vines indicating that whatever is eating all the vegetation in the center is not eating it there.
Oh, okay. We don't have a boat. Even if we did, I think it would just dissolve.
Look in my inventory. I don't think
Alright, I
have
wanna start-
anything.
I'm going to start looking at The walls or the trees. So the walls behind us, is there any, I guess I'm looking for any kind of levers, buttons.
So to be clear, there's no walls here. This is
Okay.
just kind of like the edge, right? You know, this stuff is the edge between you and the water. Anything past that is water. So there's no
so
real walls.
This stuff just right to the north of me.
This stuff where I'm
this-
clicking, can you see that? My gold little clickies
Yeah,
to the
that's
side.
Yeah.
That is just vines kind of showing you where the edge of maybe where, like I told Jason, whatever is causing it to dissolve the vegetation and kind of doesn't go beyond that point.
So what is that behind the vines that I can see?
What do you mean?
Well, like I can see stuff behind the vines.
That green stuff, that's water. That is water.
Okay, that is water.
You don't know how deep it is. It's just murky, green, can't see through it. Cloudy water.
Looks like we'll have to swim around it.
Yeah, as long as that is an acid as well.
Throw some branches in it.
Yeah, we could test that. Grab some branches and go over there and throw it into that water.
Which water?
That stuff over there.
Yeah, you guys have looked at that water before, and not at this point, but elsewhere. It seems to be water.
All right.
You want me to, like, swim around?
Well, I can get through it regardless of how deep it is. But can everybody else?
Everybody else cannot, but I can as well.
I can swim,
I can't swim.
but where are you gonna go?
I don't know. I think this might just be another dead end. Is there somewhere else we can go?
Well, it
It
looks
was
to me
an
like there might be
elaborate
something.
puzzle to
mean,
get in
yeah.
here.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Well-
it does. I agree. It looks like a dead end. I can't really see down here, but
I don't know. I get the feeling that there's something on the other side.
I mean, if you want to send somebody around,
You know what? I'll go through that water around to the other side, on the other side of the vines, and I'll see if there's something over there.
Yeah, I can go with you.
All right.
So get to show me where you're going to cross. I'm not paused, so there you go.
Yeah, I'm gonna come down there. Did you see where I was signaling?
I did.
Okay.
While they're doing that, I'm going to examine the tree right here by us. Take a good close look at it.
Okay. So let's see. Is Jason and Surf and Fall? You guys just going to walk off into the water?
Yeah, I've got
That's what I'm
I've
gonna do.
I've got protection. I can breathe under there.
I have the broadsword of the deep.
So show me where you're moving into the water, please. Don't move into it other than just getting into it. Both of you, if you're going in. All right, so
Do you want me
Jason's
to
gonna
move
go
my
here,
icon to it?
and you're gonna move where? Yeah. Just show me where you're going. Just put yourself where you're going. Right here.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So as soon as you enter into the water, it's above your head. It's very deep. You guess it's maybe 10 feet before you hit the murky, sticky bottom of mud. You can't see more than like 2 inches in front of your face. And as soon as you go in, let's see.
Crap, now I'm not going to be able to get out, am I?
The
Oh,
giant leeches.
crap.
Let's see. So you can't really. I will let you see this one. This massive crocodile comes right up to you. It's like they're waiting in the water for anything to fall into the water so they can eat them because they're starving, and that's what happens. So we have. Let me. Where's our battle music? And initiative has been rolled. You can see that. Although, Jason, you really technically can't see it, but you could see it on the
all
map.
this to roll.
No, you're not even in the combat
Right.
tracker.
Exactly.
Yeah, you guys don't even know what's going on. They're all underwater. So right now we're going to stick with them. You are examining the tree. What kind of think of what you're looking for, and we'll go through this one round, and then you can tell me what you're doing.
Okay.
So it looks like everybody has rolled. Crocodile number 3 is going to get to go. He's going to attempt to bite you.
Dial number 3.
Yep. That's his number. It doesn't necessarily mean there's 3 of them. And he misses with an 18. How is that possible?
Oh, that is
Wow.
cool. All right.
What is Jason doing? Remember, Jason, you can't actually see the crocodile because he's not right next to you. So you don't even
Nice.
know what's going on.
I can't sense like a disturbance. Or...
No. I'm telling you, you can maybe, if you stick your hand in front of your eyeball, you can maybe see your hand. You got like a 2-inch, because the water is just complete murk and green.
Can I try to propel myself back up to the surface?
Yeah, you can definitely swim up to the top. Your weapon allows you to move through water quite easily.
All right, yeah, I'll swim up to the top.
Okay.
Eh.
You get up to the top and you don't see Sir Finn fall. You don't see anything that indicates there's anything else. You can see your party members on the shore looking down at you, kind of wondering what's going on.
We'll see what happens.
Well, while you're looking to see what happens, this guy pops up and takes a snap at you.
Oh, God.
So now you can see this guy. And he misses. Jason. Oh, wow. So there's going to be actually another one pops up. Same place next to Jason. You guys can see this one, right? There should be 3 on the map.
Yeah, I see 3.
So the only 2 the party can actually see is the 2 on the top by Jason. The one by Sir Finfall is still underwater. So, but the one the number 30 that just popped up, he is going to try to bite Jason. Oh, that hits.
Uh-oh.
Well, at least you know they're there now.
Oh, 2 damage. That's not bad.
So you can tell everybody else that there's a problem.
Well, you guys can see the one.
They can see 2.
All right, I'm going to attack
Oh, there
this
you go.
guy. I can see him, right?
No, not really. You know he's there because he attempted to bite you.
Okay,
You
so
can
I'm going
kind
to...
of feel him.
All right, so I'm going to swing in that general direction.
Okay, give yourself a -2 modifier. Actually,
right,
-4 because you're underwater.
All right, so I'm going to do this and scream out, "May the wrath of Thor strike you down," in bubble language.
Okay. That's a hit.
Okay.
Look at that. Thor is watching over you. Ow! That's a lot of damage.
May I now stab the crocodile?
Technically you moved because you swam, but I'm gonna let you go ahead and go because you haven't done anything else. Really, just kind of feels lame if you don't get to do something. So, missed.
Oh well.
All right. So next round, I'm going to put the rest of you guys in the combat tracker. Whether you do something or not is up to you. You guys can roll now, or not. And those gold dice are hard to see.
Oh, there it is. Finally showed up. I was waiting for the initiative button on the comp in my character sheet to show up.
All right, Tim, what are you doing?
I am moving so that I can get close enough to use a spell.
Alrighty. Alright, so this one's going to keep attacking. Oh, and that's going to miss. It's our Finfall.
All right, I'm going to swing at this guy again.
Still a -4.
All right, may hell claim your soul.
I don't think alligators have souls, but that definitely hits.
The druid would disagree with you.
Ah!
I care less. As long as these curses give me good rolls, they're going.
They have been working. I will
they have been
not
working.
argue with that. Next.
So I can see those at the surface. These 2.
Yeah,
down
you can
to the
see
south?
those 2. They're not completely there's water, so I will add a cover to them, a 25% cover, so it'll automatically apply a modifier,
Okay.
but you shouldn't have to do anything.
All right, I will shoot at that one I've got targeted.
Damn, man, you did 15 damage.
Look at that! Look at that!
Nice.
Oh, damn. You are getting some
Telling you,
20s
man.
tonight. That's like 3 or 4 tonight.
That's the fourth one.
Wow. All right.
Wow.
Give me ×2.
Oh,
Oh, man.
Oh,
It did do 2 damage.
Yeah,
Womp
it's
womp.
all right.
All right, you can delay it.
Let me delay.
All right, gentlemen.
I can't really reach him. I'll move up a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, you won't be able to. If you want to attack the ones in the water, you would have to get into the water.
I'm not getting in the water.
I didn't think so.
If Gunther can't reach anything either, right?
No, you would need to be in the water to hit the more use range weapons. All right, this sucker's going to try to bite Jason again. Wow, these guys can't hit the broadside of the barn. All right, Jason.
All right. Swing away.
Oof, miss.
Oh.
Maybe you should curse.
Yeah, who is this Thor guy? Maybe that'd be a good idea.
All right, I'll share
I'll take
something
my
with you
second
after the
shot.
fight.
Oh, there was a 2 in
man.
it. There was
Yeah.
a 2 in it. All right, Tim. Looks like you're going first.
All right. I think it's nap time for the crocodiles. So let's see if I click cast. Then I have
Roll
to
2d4.
Yep, and then I would have to target them to apply the effect. Got it. All right, 2d4. Oh, that blows.
Yeah.
Oh,
So you're like, oh man, this is gonna take them out. You cast your spell. You're just like ready to show off. You throw your sand. It just kind of scatters along the ground. Looks pretty. It does absolutely nothing.
It's this rain. It's messing me up.
yeah, that's it. All right, he's gonna continue to.
really? You're going to throw sand at him? That's going to help?
It's
Oh,
like a
he missed.
fizzle in EverQuest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's not going to be able to do anything.
Sir Finfon, what do? You're gonna keep going west, southwest. You don't really know what's going on above where you're at, so.
I just idea. So once I'm done with that, I mean, it's either climb the wall or go southwest. So I'm going to go. Well, you know what? I don't want to make that decision based off of what I see. So let me just let the dice decide. 1 to 3, I'm going to climb the wall. And the other, I'm going to go southwest.
Going southwest.
Right. Going southwest. Okay.
Yeah, you can move up to 30 feet southwest.
All right. So
You will eventually get to the black spot.
I'm going to go directly to southwest.
That's not southwest. That's southeast. Southwest is the other
Oh,
way.
I'm sorry. Well, we were talking about going that way to see if we can get around
That is southwest.
the acid path. So that would be southeast.
That would that's southeast. Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Did you want to swim southeast or did you want to
No,
go
that-
southwest?
I'm sorry. I got the directions wrong. Okay. And if you want me to hold me to that, I will go southwest.
No, well, if you were meaning southeast, and when you said southwest, that's okay. You can go that direction.
I meant
But if
southeast.
you, okay, so you go
Right,
that
because-
direction.
Yeah, because we were talking about going around the acid bath.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to start moving that way.
All right.
How far can I get before I bump into something?
You're not really. I mean, because he's above you.
swam
You
up.
guys,
Yeah, he went
yeah,
up.
he swam up. They're above you. You don't really. It's not something that you're aware of.
Okay.
I mean,
all right.
give me a 10-sided in the, yeah, just give me a open 10-sided.
Open.
Yeah, yeah. And I
Right.
think 30 feet would put you here.
All right.
Yeah, you don't notice anything. As far as the
Meanwhile,
combat that's
Jason's
going on.
fighting 2 crocodiles by himself.
Yeah. Well, they're doing a really good job of getting him wet. And that's really all they're doing. All right, Sir Finfall going to end this round.
Oh yeah, sorry about that.
All right,
I took a
Jason.
step rather than ending my turn. So
Show us how it's
Yeah.
done. Show
I
us
say I
how
haven't
it's
really
done.
done much to them either, so.
Remember to curse.
You
Oh
didn't
yeah,
do
by
it.
Thor's.
Oh,
Thor
that
something.
worked.
oh, it hit.
Oh, hey.
By Thor something.
You'll get better. There you go. 5 points.
nice.
Somewhere.
Crocodile number 30. He's going
30?
to-
30.
Yeah. Yeah, that's his number. They're random numbers, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Oh,
We get a hit. We get a hit. We get a hit. We get a hit. Where's
Uh-oh.
damage? There's damage. Ooh, 6 damage. Oh, man. He would love to do that, but we're not going to. All right, Perk.
Here's the first shot.
nice.
No, that's a hit.
He takes 3. And
3
I'm going to move to the end.
All right, Jello.
Not really anything I can do.
That's it, too.
I gave Peric all my arrows, and he's
Oh
doing better
yeah,
with
exactly.
than I would.
These were
so-
good arrows.
Yeah, they are. He killed the sucker. I don't know.
Better than the ones I had.
So what is Sir Finfall doing?
Well, I guess if I didn't notice anything, and then these guys didn't notice me going underneath, I'm just going to continue going to the southeast.
Okay.
We're totally gonna lose Sir Finfall.
Yeah. Everybody seen the D&D movie?
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Won't say anything then.
You realize
Give me a
it's
hint of what you were implying.
The paladin walking?
Oh, walking off? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Go straight on. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Tim. What is Tim doing?
I think I'll magic missile him.
Four damage.
Okay.
All right, Sir Finfall, moving southeast. Move 30 more feet. All right. Next, Peric.
Right. Waiting for him to... Still shows Sir Finfall's turn.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're slacking, man.
There you
You're
go.
usually pretty good about that.
Yeah, I am, but I'm sorry. That was bad.
Oh, that hit?
It did. They're only
Nice.
AC 5.
Oh. The delay.
4 damage. Going through it. Jason.
All right, I'll go with this other one.
Okay. You did not
Oh,
say.
I forgot about
your-
Thor.
That's right.
Got the
Yes.
curse, man.
You did.
Dang it.
Yeah.
End your turn, please. There you go. All right, Jello.
Yeah, I don't think there's much I can do from here, so.
All right, so this sucker, he's like, he can read the tea leaves, but you know what? He's got like this glowing purple thing on the back of his, right behind his head. It kind of lights up brighter, but he doesn't leave like he would prefer to. So he's going to
wanted
attempt to
to.
bite you. Yeah. And misses. Correct. Oh, that's it.
Oh, thank God. Okay, good.
Alright, let's see. We can.
Nice.
Combat is ended.
It just asked me to roll for
Yeah.
initiative.
Yeah, actually, because I hit intern.
Yeah,
I
he hit it.
should have left it alone.
And the crocodiles that you killed, they kind of turned to a puddle that just kind of seeped into the water and just kind of, dissolved into the water and went away. So Finfall, what are you doing? Keep going east, southeast?
Going in southeast, yeah.
Okay.
Can I see Jason? Is he above the water?
Yeah, he is.
Jason, come here and get a heal.
So Finfall, move.
I don't want to go in the water.
Should I move myself?
Yeah. You have nothing, there's no combat going on, so you can just move up to where you wanted to go.
I can't
I'm
get out of
guess-
the water.
That's good. Just stay right there.
Okay.
I'm guessing you wanted to go there?
Yeah, I'll climb myself out.
Yeah. There you go.
Boo.
Oh, that was horrible.
A 1. Oh, that sucks. You got a 7.
There you go. So whatever happened to Sir Finfall?
You don't know. He's gone.
Hold on a second. All right. Is my light stone? My light stone is in effect right now.
Yep.
So they should be able to see the light on the other side, right?
You gotta remember, there's fog all over this place, man. There's fog and mists and that kind of stuff. I don't know.
Right.
Can they see you? Can they not?
What's the range on that?
Do we see him?
I don't know. Do you?
I mean, I can see him on the map, but I don't know. If
Then
it's
yes, you
taking-
can. Yes,
Okay.
you can.
Yeah.
He can't see you. He can't see you.
Okay, I was just saying. Hey,
He's
look,
plain as day, yeah. So
So
he's
you-
standing on a shelf down there.
and I'll holler at, "Hey, I see you made it."
All right, try to yell back. Do I hear them from
Yeah,
that
yeah.
distance?
You just
Okay.
can't see them. You can't. They can see you, or at least the elves can. At least.
So I kind of yell back and say, "Yeah, I had to fight a croc.
But yeah, we killed a couple.
There were more than one?
There was 3.
Crap! Sorry, guys."
So, Mike, this stuff here, is this just marking a border, or is this actually something physical that I can touch or push with my staff? Is that plant life, ground? What is that?
Can you that stuff?
The vines. It's
That are
vines.
vines.
That's where the acid has not eaten away at the
Yeah.
jungle.
Okay,
Basically.
so I could. That's something physical that I could hit with a staff. It's not just a marker on the ground. Got it. All right. Well, where's everybody else? Are they swimming?
What I want to know
Jolly
is
can swim.
you don't have your light on. That's why you can't see anything, Tim.
Ah, that's it. All right, let me turn that on.
Where
I
is
was
everybody?
trying to figure out why he can't see anybody. I'm clicking on everybody. There he goes. Now
There
you
we
can
go.
see him.
There it is.
Oh, look, there you guys are.
Yeah.
Boo.
Like the absent-minded professor.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah. As soon as Sir Finfall went away, he couldn't see.
Okay, Jolliman can swim, and Tim can levitate. Jason's got the sword. Gunther's gonna sink like a rock, I think.
Parrot can't swim.
Hold on, let me see how much weight I can carry.
This sounds rather dubious.
Well, if one of you come over and can swim back, I'll give you my necklace of adaptation.
We're gonna have to fight more crocodiles every time. I can see this happening.
Yeah, and if you got my necklace, I can help you.
No,
So-
never mind. It looks like
Nope.
it's only one person.
Yeah.
Are you still levitating?
No, that
No,
was
he
yesterday
slept.
before the rest.
Can we break off a limb that is big enough to hang on to and float with?
Ooh, that's a good idea. Through the water
Yeah.
rather than the
For
acid.
those that can't swim, so maybe only 2 or 3 people.
I'm gonna go back to looking at these trees over here, especially the one that's out here at the edge of the acid.
Yeah, that one you can see like the half of the tree that's in the acid is just it's been dissolved.
Okay.
The part that is actually on the land is not. And Jolliman, you were mentioning something about branches. There is probably enough branches on that tree if you wanted to kind of strap them together and make a small raft. If you wanted to cut them off.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, yeah. Anybody got any better ideas?
No.
Mm,
No, I think that's a good idea.
All right, I'll get to work.
Okay. It'll
Wonder
take
if we could-
the rope, at least one 50-foot of rope, just to kind of get it all tied off to where it can hold a couple of people. You could probably get 2, maybe 3 pushing it to get the raft size that you can make to get across. Where are you guys going to go?
Sacrifice my rope.
Which direction are you guys going to go? Just southwest or southeast? Where Surfing
Wherever
Fall?
Finfall went.
So you just want to follow the vines
Yeah,
and
yeah.
kind of pull yourself down that direction.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that's going to take at least an hour. It's going to take at least an hour to cut all the branches off, to get everything together. Did you just cast levitate?
yes, I'm levitating. I am
Yeah.
not getting on that raft, and I'm going
Yeah,
to.
so
I'm going to push myself along with the pole.
So I was advancing time for an hour for them, and I
Oh,
just saw it
shit, sorry.
fall off. So you can target yourself and reapply it. Just make sure you've cast it once.
Okay.
So it looks like you already have. So it takes about an hour for you to get it together, chop all the limbs off, and get it strapped. Kind of tied tight to where you can get 2 or 3 people on it, and then kind of pull yourself along that sort of vine growth there. So if you wanted to take one person at a time, other than the person driving it, you could. I don't know what's the order and who's going when. And
I think Jason might have the best time because of the sword.
Right. That's what I was thinking too.
And I will literally just swim along with them on the first trip. But I'll go in the water. Like somebody else can ride on the raft. I can swim.
If you swim, we can get 3 people on the raft.
Yeah, we're good to go.
Yeah. Again, this is dubious.
Yeah. I mean, it's been an hour. There could be 6 crocodiles down there this time. I don't know.
You don't want to get on a raft built by the druid from the desert?
Right. and
I
it's-
do
I'll
have rope
pass.
use skill, to be fair.
Oh, okay.
All right. White knuckle and get on the raft and get right in the middle.
I like try to.
butt
push it.
clenching the log that you're sitting on.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's, is that
Dude,
a
I've been
knot?
I've been on one of those sailboats. What do they call them? Catamarans, where it's just like the
Yeah.
canvas thing.
Yeah.
I was probably 8 or 9 years old, maybe 10. And that fucking thing would come up off the water
Yeah.
on one side or the other.
Yeah.
Terrified me. I was in the middle holding on for dear life. I was scared. I was terrified. But for you guys safely make it just following the vines, pulling yourself along. Nothing seems interested in you right now for whatever reason. And you guys make it all the way down to where Sir Finfall is. So I'll move you guys.
So, dudes, what happened?
Yeah, he's been down there by himself for an hour.
We had to build a raft.
Come up on a boat. Well, they had to build a boat.
I'm on a boat.
All right, so we can press forward then.
Yes, you can. If that's
Yeah.
what you want to do.
I thought there was going to be some camping going on at some point.
We just did that, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
We did. We did.
We did camp,
room.
yeah.
Yeah, we did in that room. Oh, you paused.
At that point, Sir Finfall,
Oh,
you see to your southwest.
It's like way out there. I can't even
I
see.
know. Took off. He got tired of waiting.
Yes, he did. He ran.
I was re-energized.
You
Tim
see,
kept up though.
you can see them, can't you? Yeah, you can see.
Yeah,
them.
I can see.
You
I don't
see
know
the
what I
purple,
see.
scaly things, and they seem to have been waiting for you. Maybe they saw you trying to swim across. Maybe they saw your friends making the boat and go down. But they seems to have been prepared for you, and both have spears in their hands that they chuck before combat starts. So I'm going to do that.
All right.
It's the Siskarth, isn't it?
That is not what I wanted, but okay.
Hey, he rolled a 9.
Yeah, that's not what I'm looking for. This is what I want. That's a miss. The other guy is going to do his 2. And I'm going to get an initiative for him. And then I'm going to roll attack. Does it hit? No. 2 spears go flying. Begin combat. There we go. I think I need to add these 2. I got Jason in there. Yeah, Jason's in there. All right. You guys need to roll initiative?
Everybody in?
Yes, everybody's in.
Okay. I'm just going to move, so I'll roll a straight initiative.
All right, Peric, you get to go first.
Take it we heard that, right?
As far as you are away, probably not. You can't even see him from where you're at, just because of the fog and everything.
I'm just going to move.
And he hasn't indicated that he's yelling or anything yet, so...
Okay. It's paused. I can't move.
Oh, that would be a problem.
Let me waylay this out.
All right. Next. What's Solomon doing?
I'm gonna just move my regular movement,
Okay.
which was what?
So you can
like
move in combat the way I've been doing it. You can move as far as you can see. If you get, when you get
Okay.
to a point
Well,
you
that's
can't see, that's where it ends. So, and if that's before you're, if you end up next to a bad guy and that's less than half, you'd be able to swing, sort of thing. But. All right, Sir Finfall, what are you doing, sir?
Okay, I'm going to charge into battle with a loud scream.
You literally charging?
Yeah, I'm going to head straight for that first guy. Yes.
So give me a second. There is a charge thingy, I think.
Yes.
Let's see, where is it? I'm looking. I know I added it. I just can't remember where. Did I? I must not have. We'll pretend I didn't mention it. Go on.
Okay. All right, so I just need to move and attack.
Yep. I know there's a way to do this. I just actually whoa, stop. Yeah, no, you're good there. Hold on.
already
Don't
moved.
move. Yeah. Let me, because I know I added an item. Maybe it's on your character sheet in your combat section.
Well, let me take a look.
No, I don't see it. Let me. It's a power. Where did I put it? Damn it. Spells, items, custom items. Where did I do it?
Thanks to the pop out, I have my character sheet up here.
Yeah, I don't know where I put it. Sorry. So I added in a couple of powers. One of them was charge. One of them was healing. One of them was bind wounds. But I don't remember. I must have misplaced them because I don't see. Where's custom items? Where is it? No. I'll have to find it for our next game. Sorry.
Okay.
Right. I'll just do it in my head. So go for it. You're +2 to hit because you charged.
Okay, and so at that point I scream out, "May the wrath of Freyar's cats claw at your fortune." Wow.
I didn't even know she had cats. You're pretty close with them.
Neither, yeah.
All right, now I'm going to attack.
He runs out of sight.
You said +2?
Yes.
Oh, that's...
Apparently, she doesn't have
No,
cats.
Yeah,
No,
apparently
she
she doesn't.
Meow.
Next. Tim, you saw him go running around the corner screaming something about cats and tears. Freya.
What on earth has gotten into Finfall?
You can see 2 lizard men of purple scales. And they both have the glowing purple pentagram on them.
Okay, I move to that position and go up 10 feet.
Okay. Gun thread.
Just moving up.
Okay. Yeah, this one's going to attack. And that's going to miss. The other one's going to attack. This one doesn't have a backup spear, so he's just going to go all claws on you, man.
Yeah, they're not even facing me, so.
Yeah, they are. That's a miss. Second claw. Oh, man. And then his bite. Is his bite going to hit? Come on, man. Give me something. No.
Oh,
Alright.
yeah.
Man, what's your AC? Not that a 2's gonna hit, but
It's -1 or something.
No, actually, -2 now.
nice. Yeah, you definitely get to go first.
Yep.
Alrighty, end your turn, please. Alrighty, Tim, what are you doing?
I'm throwing some darts. Oh, good. Looks like they're 10
Double
feet
in,
away.
double out.
It should automatically apply range modifiers if there is any. So.
Awesome. All right, give me a second.
Nice.
That's a hit.
Not as nice.
Oh!
Excellent.
Oh, right in the eyeball.
Wow!
All right.
2 darts hit. You're not even going to roll damage? You're just going to like,
Oh, whoops.
I stuck him, man. That's all it takes.
Oh. Yeah, hold on. Let me do that damage. Oh,
There
come
we go.
on.
Alright.
All right.
You need
Now
the
you
curses.
can change around. What's Gunther doing?
Trying to move.
I think you're trying to move into somewhere you can't see, maybe?
That was just me getting rid of the levitate spell.
Oh, whoa. Okay.
You can, if you look at your little thing, you can toggle it's used, unused. There's a little button
Can I?
for it. Yeah.
I see it remove from slot. Oh, okay. The recycle symbol. Got it. All right. Thank you.
That'll reset it. So if you mess up and use it and you didn't mean to, or you wanted and you didn't, you can click that. Missed. This guy's gonna go after the dwarf. That's gotta hit. Yeah, it did.
Oh man, they got a lot of attack.
He's using his
great.
claw bite. Sir Finfall.
Okay, I'm going to attack to that one guy that to the south.
Okay.
All right. No modifier at this point, right?
Correct.
Oh. You see, I didn't use my curse. Okay, next time I
didn't.
gotta use the curse.
You also changed
Okay.
your dice. All right, Parrot.
I can't see anything except my cohorts up here, so I'm going to
Yep.
move up to this point. I'm moving up.
You saw Tim throw 3 darts and everybody go, "Oh!"
Yeah. Can I get one shot off?
Golf clap. How far did you move?
Let me measure it. I didn't.
1, 2, 3, 4. About 25 feet. That's. Yeah, you can get one
12.
shot. You can get
Okay,
one
one
shot.
shot.
Yeah, yeah. Let me. Oh no, we don't want that.
I'm waiting for you to finish what you're doing.
No, you can do whatever it is you were doing. I was looking
Okay.
at something else. Oh, 5 and
That's what I'm
everything.
talking
Oh,
Look at that.
It's
nice.
amazing.
Come on, give us a big roll this time though. No ones. No ones.
It's a 4.
Much better. And you put them
Bam.
right up.
Bam!
Yeah.
Step around the corner and put
Jason,
one between the eyes.
why does your fin fall move into him?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was trying to type something in a journal. Did
Gotcha.
I move?
You did.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
you moved up one.
Now, if you could move me back, I'd appreciate that.
I did.
All right.
You're standing in the puddle that was once a lizard man, Jason.
Alright, cool.
Gross.
That is
There
a
we
hit.
go. Ooh.
Eight damage. Ouch.
Very good.
Next. Alrighty.
Are we rolling for initiative?
No, you are not.
Okay. All right. I didn't know what all the 10s were.
Oh, we got ads.
Oh, more people. Okay.
I need to get rid of this guy. Move you here. This guy. These are much bigger guys. They are using spears, but they look much larger. And next. And we're going to go here. They all are going to miss. Every single one. And let's see. Yeah, she can definitely see you. Yeah, go ahead and roll that. This is gonna be, how big is this thing? I can't remember. Big. Oh, that's easy. Okay, one sec. Sorry, I'm still trying to sort out some thingies. Nope, don't want that. That one. So I need this one. Let's see. How do I... Yeah, that's all.
Oh, grief.
All of you save versus poison.
Can we tell
This-
where that came from?
No. So it's a billowing cloud of green smoke appears. And I need to do this. You can't see through it, but just standing in it, you can tell you need to get out of it or you're going to be incapacitated as soon as you can. Now you can roll initiative. It looks like Tim is first.
Okay.
You are magic missile. Gotcha.
Yep. All done.
The lizard guys don't seem to be affected by whatever it is that's around them. So they're going to keep just going at it to the guys that are in it. And they're still missing wildly. What's the size? Oh, that's pretty big, so we're just gonna do... What's the range? That is gonna go, oh wow, right. Another one. I'll offset it so I can move it. Nope, we're gonna stick it right here. Alright, so I need, who are these guys again? This one unfortunately is gonna affect them as well. And I think there is a save. Saving throw -2. Can we edit that? So I'm gonna do this. And I'm gonna look to see if anybody missed it by 2. Sir Finfall succeeded before, so you're good. Gunther succeeded, but Jason did not. So in addition to all the green smoke, there's now a massive web that is engulfing everything in that area, including the lizard folk. Jason, what? Let's see. Furthermore, creatures 13.
Am I trapped in a web?
You are. Yes, you are. Unless you have like high strength or something, you're probably not even going to be able to move. What is your strength?
10?
Yeah, you can't even.
No,
move.
12.
Yeah, 13 and above is what you need to be able to even try to break through it. So
Am
you're
I
basically
immobilized?
just stuck inside there. Yeah.
I can't do anything. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna, I guess, hold my breath.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Actually, give me a save versus poison.
Oh, dang it.
Forgot about that. No, you saved. Okay. Next.
Ooh.
Gunther, what is he doing? He is. I don't think he was captured, was he?
I'm not webbed, right?
Finfall and Gunther saved, yes. But the green stuff is there, and if he was here, he would get out of it. So.
I can't attack and move, right?
No. And if you attack anything that's in the web, there's a chance your weapon will be stuck. Everything in there is in a web. And in fact, actually, the only way he could have saved is if he moved. So there he is. Yeah, that's the only way you can save. And Sir Finfall saved too, so I'm going to put him right. That's out of the web, I think.
No. Okay.
Yeah, that's out of the web. That's the only way you could have made the save, was to be out of it. So you managed to jump out of the way of the web before it engulfed that area. But you're
All
still
right,
in
so
the green stuff, and you want to, you know, actually, yeah, you're not bothered by it, actually, now that I think about it, the green stuff.
All right, so there's no chance that I could have seen Jason and grabbed him by the neck and pulled him back.
No, he is in the web. Be like,
And of course, all the bad guys are in the web too, right?
yeah. You can, yeah.
Oh, can I see them at all?
Shadows, maybe.
Shadows of the bad guys?
All of them. You don't know. I mean, you can't really tell which is which. You know, it's just kind of, it's a humanoid shape. You know that there's something maybe there. You don't know which one it is, because it's full of green smoke and webs, just wall-to-wall webs.
Crap. Okay, so if I knew that Jason was directly north, then I know that the mass directly south of him was a bad guy, right? Can I see the masses in that way?
You mean the stuff that's in the web?
Yeah.
I mean, you can
tell
assume
the
whatever
bad
you
guy from
want.
the good guy?
Not really. I mean, you can assume that, you know, you can make the assumption that the guy to the south is him.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead.
What are you trying to do?
Well, I want to know if I can pull out my bow and arrows and
Arrows
shoot
won't make
guy
it through the
directly.
webs.
You can't shoot into a web.
Yeah, it's not webs as in like spider webs. This is like web as in the spell. So it's just like a massive clump of web that just engulfed everything that's in that area. You shoot an arrow into it, it just stops immediately at the edge and just stuck.
All right. So my only choice is to hack into this without getting into the green poison stuff.
Well, that doesn't seem to bother you, actually.
Okay.
The
So
green stuff.
all right. So I can take my sword and start hacking my way into this.
Yep.
All right. So that's what I'll do.
And let's see. What is your strength?
1837.
Okay, so you can do about 2 feet around. So, and those
Right.
are 5-foot squares. So it'll take you 3 rounds to get per square, roughly.
All right. Well, that's really kind of the only choice. So I'll go ahead and start doing that.
Okay.
I'll end my turn.
He is stuck.
Okay. I
Solomon.
already did.
Sorry, yeah.
Yep. No problem. Understood.
Not sure that there's much that I can do because I rolled initiative for my spear. I think I'm gonna get ready to cast a spell next turn, next round.
Okay.
Well, I know better than to shoot inside a web, so I'm gonna wait and see if any kind of target comes out of there.
Okay.
Are all of the bad guys affected by the web? As far as I can tell. Or can I not
You
tell?
don't really know. I mean, you're outside of the gas, you're outside of the web, so it's pretty. The vision is just not very. I mean, there's not much that you can see through that. It's pretty.
Look at my
Covered.
initiative. 104.
What did you roll? Dust Devil. Yeah, it takes a turn or something. 2 turns to 2 rounds to do
Oh,
that.
it does? Oh,
yeah.
2 rounds. Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, it just sticks you at the end of the round. All right. So, all right, Mr. Tim, what is Tim doing?
I'm spinning around, looking through my pack to get out the flint and steel and a torch and light that sucker
Light
up.
that web.
Alrighty. You'll have all that out next round and be ready to go.
Yep.
All right, I keep hacking.
Okay. You make
I don't know how
it
far I can
another
get.
2 feet around. So you started last round, so you got about another foot to get through 1 square.
Okay.
Come through doing anything?
I don't think there's anything you can do. So nope.
You guys can't do anything. Jason can't do anything. We determined that last round. Peric?
Again, waiting. If the webs are still up, he can't shoot. So.
Okay. Jala?
I'm casting Dust Devil. Dust Devil will get rid of the gas cloud, but
Yeah, you still got to go next round.
still
Right?
gotta go.
Alrighty. It goes. You can summon at the end of this round, right? Takes 2 turns, 2 rounds.
Yeah, 2 rounds.
Okay. All right. So Tim, man, you rock the initiative. You are always first.
Yeah, curse myself if I. It's probably because I really, I'm casting like 1 casting segment spells, like short casting times. And,
Magic Missile is great for that.
yeah, or I'm using a wand, which doesn't really have a casting time. So yeah, I'm a pretty lucky guy. So, you know, as I'm contemplating how lucky I am, I toss the burning torch down onto the flames, or to the webs.
Alrighty. So I know what this does, but I don't know if
yeah, it's it starts burning and does 2d4 points of damage to those within the strands.
So let's see.
Sorry, Jason.
So roll 2d4. Oh wow. That's 3 damage for everybody. That is easily done. So I'm doing my guys. Although, actually, that is going to kill one of them. Yeah, I killed one of them. What does it not show? Yeah, he's dead. And then you take 3. And then I need to remove the web one. Which is which one? Why? Which one was it? This one. That one. Why is... Oh, there we go. Alright, so all that's removed. That was Tim. Lit it up. Alright, Jason. What are you doing? The web is gone. The green cloud is still there. I need you to give me a save versus poison again. You failed your save versus poison.
Uh-oh.
So what does that do? Let me add this to you. Oops, that was... Yeah, well, that is not what I wanted, but let me see if I can remove it from my guys. You are dead. Why did I miss you? I had too many people targeted. I need to remove from going through 2. Sorry, that was definitely a bad click on my part. Alright, so I've cleared it off of who it's supposed to be cleared from, I think. Yep. So, let's see. So the nausea makes you sick. It effectively makes you unable to fight, but you can stumble out of the green stinking cloud if you would like. And he does so. Oops. This guy backs up. What is Gunther doing?
He's gonna hold his action.
Okay. Surf and fall.
All right, I keep hacking at the web as much as I can to
The
get
web's
in.
gone.
Oh, the
He
web's
lit it on
gone.
fire. Yeah, he lit it on
Okay.
fire and it immediately
The gas cloud
ignited.
is still there, though.
Yeah.
All right, but the gas cloud is not.
You don't care
affecting
about
me.
the gas cloud, though. Yeah.
Right. Can I see him?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's much clearer now, and you saw
Right.
Jason come running out of it.
All right, I'm gonna run up to that guy and attack him.
Okay, go for it.
Oh, see, I
Oh,
didn't
you
do my
didn't.
curse. Okay.
You changed the
okay,
dice
next
back,
time,
but you didn't change the. You didn't say the curse.
I will say the curse next time. Okay.
All right, Peric.
All right, since the webs are gone, I'm gonna shoot at that guy there.
Okay. Oof, that's a miss. Alright. This guy doesn't seem to be bothered by the stuff either. He's going to continue attacking. His green, or his purple sort of symbol is glowing bright purple. You hear a loud clap of thunder and a streak of bright light comes straight at Serfinthal. And that's going to be him, it's going to be you, it's going to be you, and you, and you. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. So Jason saved and Tim saved. Gunther saved. Your casting has been interrupted, gentlemen. Oof. Oof. This was a lightning bolt that struck through all that stuff.
Son of a gun. Okay, all right.
Wait, a lightning bolt?
Yes.
How high does a lightning bolt go? Because I'm 10 feet in the air.
Let me see. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It would have missed you totally, I guess is what you're saying. You did save, but let me check.
That's what I'm hoping for.
The bulb it is 40 foot. Starts at 100 feet. What's the height? Show me the height.
I'll probably assume that the width is the height.
10 foot wide, 40 foot long. That's probably what they would have went with. So 10 foot high. If we're going for width and height, they're the same.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, so that probably. I mean, if it's 10 foot high, it would have hit. Assuming you were, because it wouldn't have been on the ground. It would have been throw it in the middle of them and hit everybody that was in the way. So.
Okay.
Who died?
I don't know. It's somebody looks like.
I did.
Jala. Wow, even with your bonus to save versus lightning. Let me double check your roll because you do get a bonus because you are. Yeah, is it +1 or +2? You failed by 1, so it matters. I think you get a +2 as a druid, but it could be because you're not a normal druid. You're a desert druid. Let me look at your class. Desert description. Yeah, +2 versus, yeah, so you would have saved. So would have done half. So instead of taking, we'll undo that, and you will take. $14 damage. We'll undo that. And give you 14 damage instead. There we go.
I'm not dead yet.
Not dead yet. All right. Gentlemen, you are, your spell was interrupted, whatever it is you were casting.
I was casting Dust Devil.
Yeah, it got interrupted, unfortunately.
I don't think there's really anything else I can do.
Who has the wand?
I do.
Dala.
I'll get that out, but I don't think I
Yes.
can do it this round. Can I?
No, it would need to be next round.
Gunther rolled. Oh no, he delayed, but he rolled initiative for his hammer. So he will get ready to cast Cure Light Wounds next round.
Okay. Beric. Didn't see what you were rolling there, Wade, if you intended us to say a 1.
No, I was testing something out.
Okay. All right, Tim.
Okay, magic missile time.
Dude down there throwing lightning bolts, and our mage is shooting little baby arrows at him.
Well, if he could technically, if he could see them, I would probably be chastising him as well. But
All right.
7 damage, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I do need to get some upgraded spells, that's for sure.
There is a wizard in town that you can maybe make a deal with, assuming we survive this fight.
Oh, ignore that. I have too many people targeted. Sorry, I'm gonna
Ah,
undo that.
you're
Oh,
scaring me now, Matt.
Yeah.
Thank God.
I keep forgetting to undo that. This is the second time I've done that. All right, so we'll do that again.
Thank Heimdall.
Now it's just you. You still failed.
That rogue figure got hit with a magic missile. Can it still cast?
Do what?
That robed figure that you're having cast.
Oh, no, you can't see her. You can't shoot at her. You can't see her because the green stuff in front of you. He was
Even
shooting
though
at
I'm
her. I
10
didn't
feet up
realize.
in the air.
Yeah, no, that's that stinking cloud is like a giant cube. It's like 20 foot by 20 foot or something like that. Yeah. This is a stinking cloud.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry. I didn't
I
realize you were
targeted her.
shooting at her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to
looking to
undo
see her.
that. I thought you were
okay.
shooting at the guys in the green because you can kind of see the difference between Sir Finfall and him. Sorry, I didn't catch that. Yeah, she can't.
Then
She's
he would've
shooting
shot
at
the other
him,
guy.
not you guys. That's why the lightning bolt, it went through him and hit you guys. I mean, she's aware, the person is aware that you guys are on the side, but that's not who that person is focusing on. So I need to, let me read this spell real quick. But you can apply that damage to the other one if that's what you wanted to do. If you can't see her. Okay, that's what it does. All right. There we go. All right, gentlemen.
Using the wand on Tim.
Okay. Did you apply the wand damage to, or are you floating up instead?
I'm floating up instead.
Okay. I noticed your elevation change. That's why I asked.
Yep.
I'm through.
Cure Light Wounds on Jason.
is going to keep swiping at Sir Finful. And missing. Wow, this guy can't hit the broadside of a barn. Sir Finful.
All right. So what can I do?
You can fall back.
Yeah.
You can drink a potion. You can continue to fight.
Retreat.
I'm gonna retreat if I can. Yes.
You can. So you
Right.
can
I'm
move.
gonna retreat.
Okay, you can move a third of your move. So your move is probably 12. So that would put you at what, 4? So you could move 40 feet, and you can move through your party members. When you do that, this guy's going to move up to there and stop.
Okay.
Because that's kind of what the fallback defensively does. It makes him stop it wherever it is. All right. And Jason.
I guess I cannot attack.
There's nobody near you that you could melee. Unless you want to smack on Peric or something. Maybe Jalaman.
No. One of these. Oh, everybody else is already gone. I say if somebody else would get in the way, I would move in there. There's really not much I could do. I could take a drink off of a potion. I'll do that. I'll take a drink off my potion of healing.
Okay.
Or I'll drink a potion of healing.
Go for it. We will skip to Peric while you're doing that.
Oh.
It's another 2. It's close to 20.
I think. Did I forget to target myself?
I don't know if so many dice have rolled since.
Yeah, I forgot to target myself.
Just give yourself 7 hit points, Sim. You should be able to do that by adjusting your health on your token.
Yeah, I guess I don't know how to do that.
Oh, okay. It's me.
No, I'm waiting for him to sort out his thing. I'm also doing
I
some
got
stuff on my side. So, you figured out how to do it?
I figured out how to do it, yeah.
Okay. What we need to do is... Where is she? That would actually be a 2. Day or the day. 2. Oh, so that's still a first. Everybody's rolled initiative. We've got your health sorted. Yep.
I believe so.
Yes, indeed.
Okay. All right. So we have 2 things. You give me Tim. Give me a 10-sided, please. You can do it out in the open. Okay. As you float upwards, the buzzing noise gets a lot louder, and you see just off in this direction, you see 2 flying giant insect-looking things. You probably would know what they were, but they look like sturges that have been just kind of flying around up in the upper air looking for things to snack on. And so they see you. That's where they're at right now. Okay. Actually, we should move initiative. She goes first, actually. It looks like she's got a 2. You said you're 25 feet up. I'm taking you wanted to get up high enough so you could see them on the other side.
That's the plan.
Okay, so she can see you too. And did you fail? You must have failed. All right. Nothing's affecting you right now. You can still do what you were doing.
It
Other
just said
than
that the casting was interrupted.
oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. She did put something on you. You feel very friendly towards her right now, Sir Finfall.
All right, so I rolled initiative for my sword. So if I switch weapons to a ranged weapon like my longbow, it's going to take a round to do that.
If you're going to sheath your weapon and then pull out the bow, yes.
Yeah, because that's what I want to do. I want to go ahead and
You don't want to drop
switch
your
over.
sword in the dirt. Yeah, I don't.
No. I'm going to sheath it, change weapons.
Okay. Nothing, Jolliman. Got a lizard man in front of you.
Yeah, I was gonna use the wand again on Tim, but he floated away, right?
Yep, he's 25 feet up.
If you get out of the way, I could get in there.
Okay.
If you want to delay your turn until you go ahead and delay your turn, so that whenever he goes, you guys can. All right, this guy's doing nothing. Jason, this is your turn. You wanted to switch places with Jolliman, yeah?
Yes, please.
All right, so I'm gonna move him there. Put you there. Oh, why do I have all you targeted? There we go. There we go. That's what I wanted. All right, go for it. That is a hit. Oh man, this is gonna. Yep, that's what I thought. He didn't survive.
All right.
I'm gonna go Jason. And... All right, Gunther, what is he doing?
He's casting his last Cure Light Wounds, and he will cast it on himself.
I don't think he would.
You
I
don't?
think he would go down here and cast it on Sir Finfall.
Oh yeah, I didn't see Sir Finfall. Yep.
So just
move me
assume
in,
he
yeah.
was there and cast it. I'm pretty sure that's what Dawn would have done anyways. And this guy vaporizes into black slimy goo. There we go. And then Peric.
Well, I have no targets, but I will move. I don't think I can probably can't see through the cloud, right?
No. I mean, if they were in here, you could see them. That's kind of why, same reason that she was only shooting at Sir Finfall. And as soon as he disappeared, somebody conveniently floated up above it. So, Jolliman.
I'm gonna move down to Sir Finfall.
Okay.
Can't move.
Maybe you're on the other side of a wall. You want to go there?
Yep.
Okay. All right. All right, Jolly, what are you doing?
Wand on Sir Finfall.
Okay.
Oh, out of charges.
Uh-oh. Yeah. So I don't remember. What does this say about that?
Ooh, that's bad.
Yeah, you're out. No.
Well, will you let me cast a Cure Light Wounds instead?
All right, Tim.
All right, drop back down to the ground.
Okay. Yeah, the Sturges kind of sweep over as you're coming down, and as they get to about 15 feet, they kind of pull back up. You know, they can see all the rest of them down there, and they're not going to risk their puny little lives for that. Lizardman. Going through it.
Gunther is out of heals and doesn't see any enemies. Was Jason poisoned?
He was for a bit, and let me see.
He's no
Is it already
longer
faded?
poisoned, right?
Yeah. What it does is, while he's poisoned, he can't do anything other than vomit, and it looks
Okay.
like it's expired. So
Because I did have slow. He does have slow poison men, but never got the chance.
yeah.
Okay, I'll just end my turn. I don't see anything else
Okay.
to do.
I'm gonna try and move around the corner also, so that I won't be shot with a lightning bolt.
Okay.
Do we have a plan?
If you're done in
Run
your
away.
turn, Sir
Well, we do
Finfall.
have a plan. The plan is to attack.
Eating lightning bolts hurts.
Yeah. Plus that green stuff, you can breathe it, but I don't think anybody else can. Or you can't breathe it, but it doesn't affect you.
Well, if I
Alright,
could
so you-
pop a dust devil, like, I can literally blow them away.
Right. I'm gonna step forward and see if there's anybody else I can attack.
Okay, one thing I do want to mention is your armor, your weapons, everything feels really heavy. In fact, you feel very overloaded. You can barely move.
Alright, so I've got a lot of exhaustion.
As she hit you with a
No.
bolt of green, and when it did, you felt your strength be sapped out of you. And maybe I should have been more, I should have explained that a little more. I kind of got a little distracted with other things when I targeted everybody by mistake. But yeah, so she hit you with a beam, a ray.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so I think retreat might be good. at this
Retreat,
point.
retreat, yeah.
Mhm.